Well, it is time for the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we have Crookston Pirate Football on the air. The Pirates are 0-2 on the season, taking on the Hawley Nuggets. They are 1-1. Crookston in their first two games suffered a loss to Osakis 27-0 in the season opener. Then last week lost to Barnesville 58-0. Crookston has been outgained in those two games 800 yards to 180. So Crookston averaging 90 yards a game, while the opponents are averaging 400 yards per game. Pirates only have 72 yards passing and 108 yards rushing on 56 carries. So the Pirates looking to explode here on the offensive end this afternoon. Ethan Bowl, 22 carries for 58 yards on the season. Antonio Romero had a nice varsity debut last week as he carried the ball 14 times, had 45 yards for a 3.2 yard average. Not too bad for the sophomore. Bowl, he is averaging, about a little over 2.5 yards per carry. He's looking to improve on that here today as well. So the Pirates taking on Hawley. The two teams have had some pretty good games over the years. We're expecting more of the same here this afternoon. Hawley is led by Samuel Burkle, a 5'9", 160-pound senior. He has 20 carries for 142 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also has 5 receptions for 57 yards, so Burkle alone has more yards than the entire Pirate team in the first two games. So the quarterback is a senior, a very senior-laden team here for Hawley. They have 3 seniors on the offensive line, 1 sophomore, 1 junior. On the defensive line, they go 4 seniors. And then the 3 linebackers are seniors as well, and all 4 defensive backs. So all 11 starters on the defensive end are seniors for the Hawley Nuggets. It is senior day, so parents' night. So the parents are being honored here. And as a parent myself, I've always wondered why they do this. Why not have a social after the game and call it good? It's as a parent, the last thing I want to do is be down on the field, let the kids warm up and do all that. But that is a different discussion for a different day. But hopefully someday Pirate Athletics will start doing that instead. We will take a break. We'll be back, and we will hear from both head coaches. We had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Coach Peter Datz. We'll also talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. All that, the coin flip, the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, and a whole lot more. That's all going to be coming up here in the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll be back, and we will have the coaches' interviews. That'll be coming up in a little bit. But also, we should tell you tomorrow we do have a postponement announcement. Pirate Girls Volleyball, they were supposed to be at the Warren Alvarado Oslo tournament, along with Red Lake Falls, Warren Alvarado Oslo, Ferta Beltrami, Sacred Heart, Mahnomen Waban, Goodridge, Griglin, Clearbrook, Gonvick. That has been postponed due to sewer issues at the school in Warren. So no Pirate Volleyball tomorrow. They're going to try to make that tournament up some other weekend. So that is one announcement that we want to pass along to you here today. So we'll be back. We'll have Coach Peter Datz of the Hawley Nuggets. That's going to be coming up next as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered with advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care. You know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Polkert, Stanky, Kim, Abasi, Shaw, and Sekundiak. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welcome back to the UMC Crookston Field as the Crookston Pirates just had the Parents' Night and announcing all of the parents of the players. And now the Pirates will get back into their warm-up after a few pictures, it looks like. But perfect night here for some high school football. We had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawley Nuggets a little earlier today, and Coach Peter Natz, a veteran head coach, not only a great coach but a great guy as well. And here's some of his pregame comments here on KROX.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Coach Peter Natz. And Coach, well, first of all, thanks for joining us. And you have 2 games under your belt so far. You've won one, lost one. How do you feel you've played so far?
I think other than a couple mistakes in week 2, penalty-wise, take 4 plays away from last week's game against Osakas. And I think we're all quite pleased with how we've been playing so far this year.
Has the team maybe surprised you at all, or is this about what you expected you'd have?
No, I'm not surprised one bit how well we're playing, and that we continue to play throughout the entire game, not getting down, just staying the course, being confident and being patient, letting things kind of happen before we any kind of pounce per se, but it's I don't think there are any surprises as of just yet, but the season's still young, and maybe we'll get a couple later on.
One thing you guys are always known for is having fantastic athletes, and that seems to be the case again this year.
Yeah, we do. We've got some really good kids. We haven't been able to, our schedule this year is pretty solid. And we going into the season, we looked at it and we said, there's not one game this season that we can, back off a little bit during the week where we don't have to get better. We couldn't. Usually you can circle one game like, okay, pretty sure we can win this one. But we don't have one of those games this year on our schedule, and our kids realize that, and their prep and work ethic and determination has been there. It's been solid and steady all the way through. And, we're just, hopefully the wind goes down a little bit before too long, so we don't have to fight that tonight. But we're excited about where we're at and where we're headed. So we got a great group of seniors. There's 16 seniors on the squad right now, and many of them are starting. All of them have an important role on the squad. So that upperclassmen leadership is really big for us this year.
Offensively, what should we expect from the Nuggets tonight?
Well, I don't think we're going to bring any surprises to Crookston tonight. We like to run the ball. We're not super strong at passing the ball, but we're effective with the pass. So you're going to see hopefully 4 to 6, 8 yards a carry, and passing when it's not expected. Maybe we'll use a pass as a surprise, or not necessarily in those passing downs, that you see 3rd and long and whatnot. So hopefully we're playing well tonight, and we're going to try to keep the ball on the ground, of course. And when you're running the ball, it takes time off the clock. It kind of takes the wind out of the defense if you can do it successfully for 3-4 drives in a row. So we're going to try to establish a run for sure tonight, Chris.
How about on the defensive end? What should we expect from the Nuggets?
Well, we've changed up both sides of the ball, not necessarily our philosophies, but the style of play and the responsibilities each kid has. We're definitely going to try to shut down the run against Crookston tonight. We'll put a lot of guys in the box. We're going to try to penetrate with our defensive linemen and really get some strong run support off the edge with our corners, which that's not typically what we have done in the past, but we've decided to get the top kids on the field as often as possible, and sometimes you got to alter your philosophy a little bit to do that. And we've been really open-minded about what we've been doing and why we've tailed off a little bit, and then again now, why are we starting to get a little bit better? So it's always a process. So we're not quite midway through the process, but I like where we're going.
So far, Crookston has struggled moving the ball. Is that a concern that you don't want them to have that breakout game, especially with a running back like Bull?
Yeah, well, certainly with the Bull kid, he's their bread and butter, and most high school teams up in this area, they know that they have to be able to run the ball to be successful later on in the season, especially in the playoffs with the weather and whatnot. But we're
that is the head coach, part one of the Hawley Nuggets, Coach Peter Nat. So we are going to have the coin toss, and we're going to send it down to Aaron Morris. Aaron, maybe a little mic check there.
Testing.
Loud and clear. It's nice when things work. And so the coin toss.
Right there, guys.
There we go.
You want to shake hands, introduce yourselves, and wish each other good luck, fine. But if someone is in a situation they don't want to shake hands, then please respect that, okay?
Our
so
official
introduce
is
yourselves however you want.
Steve Fillion of Red Lake Falls, veteran official and coach as well.
Mike Gullinger will be the linesman. Roger Cota is the umpire. My name's Steve Fillion. I'll be the referee. Robert Moran is the line judge, and Kevin Fillion is the back judge. During the game, guys, keep your guys under control. Don't be taunting or cheap shotting or trash talking, okay? We don't want to flag people, but if we need to, we'll talk to you guys to get somebody under control. Help us out with that, okay? Any questions? All right, this is heads. This is tails. All right, what are you calling?
We're calling heads.
They're calling heads. If I drop it, we'll try it again. So he called heads. It's heads. You guys have won the toss.
Defer.
They want to defer. You want to receive? Okay, which end you want to kick from? Kicking that end this way?
Yep.
Okay, face each other, guys.
So there we go. You heard Mr. Fillion.
Hawley
And Hawley won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. Crookston is going to receive on the south end of the end zone, or to the right of your screen, or right of your radio as well. So Crookston will start with the ball in this ball game. We will rejoin Peter Nats, part 2 of the interview with the Hawley head coach.
We're concerned with several kids from Crookston, not just Bull. They've got a few kids that really bring a good pop to the collision, and that film we saw when they played Osakis way back in week 1. They had some kids that really took it to some of the Osakis kids. So this isn't going to be an easy match for us at all tonight. But yeah, we definitely have to keep our eye on Bull and just make sure we're going to try to neutralize those kids that really bring a wall up when they come in to hit.
And, of course, it all starts on the line, and it seems like your line has been playing pretty well so far.
Yeah, they're all upperclassmen. We have one sophomore and one junior playing from tight end to tight end. So the other 5 are all seniors. They've all got 3 years of experience coming in, and it's a much more mature group. They're much more confident in their assignments, and they're able to kind of adjust on the fly and make some adjustments on their own without having to see it on the whiteboard or go through it individually with them. So they do a nice job of communicating, and they're a big reason why we're getting better.
You've been doing this long enough to know that when you're winning in football, that usually means you have some pretty good juniors and seniors.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of bigger, older, more mature kids. And when you do have a nice group of seniors like we have that have been around as long and have as much experience, they set the tone. And they set the tone at practice, and we had a good week of practice. Typically, there are 3 or 4 days throughout the season where the practices you could just as well roll up the tarp and send the circus home because it's going so badly. But we really haven't had that yet this year. Not one day in the 5 weeks that we've been practicing. So they're doing a nice job of setting the tone and taking the squad in the positive direction.
How's the health of your team?
Right now we're pretty good. We've got one kid, Johnny Better, our fullback, and our middle linebacker. We're going to see how he's doing tonight before we give him a chance to play. He's been nursing. He sprained an ankle last week a little bit, and hasn't had a lot of practice this week, and we've been trying to get him rested up. And if he's not good to go tonight at 100%, he's not going to play. It's just too big of a risk at worsening the injury, or even more bad off than that, having him end up hurt something else because he's favoring an ankle. So we're going to try to figure out where he's at. Other than that, we're good to go.
And one last question here before I ask you some keys to a Hawley victory, but having a player like Ellefson in the NFL, how much of an impact has that had on your program?
I don't know that has an actual bearing on what we're doing now or what our kids are doing. I'm sure we don't see a lot of him anymore. He's off in different parts of the country, and now he's down. Thankfully, he's back with the Minnesota squad. But I think it brings a lot of just kind of satisfaction to our coaching staff. Our kids think it's pretty cool that he's around and from here. But these guys were in 5th and 6th grade when he graduated, and they really don't know much about him.
Sure.
Other than that he played at NDSU, and now he's in the NFL. So, but it's really a cool thing to know that we've got a guy that's in the NFL, and that he came from a small program like ours, and he made his own path. Though he's a quality dude, and just an amazing guy. And I know you've spoken with him when he was playing in high school with basketball and whatnot as well, and at basketball games, and he's just a great kid, and anything that comes his way, is well deserved.
That's it's pretty cool to see somebody from the area being able to succeed in the NFL. That doesn't happen very often, so I'm sure you enjoy it.
Cool.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Hawley Nugget victory tonight?
We can't have any penalties on third down. I think we had 4 or 5 penalties last week on third down, and that's something that we really need to clean up. And that just comes down to mental toughness and focus. So third down conversions are going to be big. And defensively, we can't let Bull get out and have any big plays on his own.
Coach? Go ahead.
Yeah, go. If we can handle those 2 things, we're going to be just fine.
Coach, again, thanks for talking with us. Best of luck tonight, and best of luck the rest of the season as well.
All right, thank you, Chris. Have a good day. We'll see.
That is the head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Coach Peter Nats. We thank him for talking with us here in our pregame show. We will take a break, and we will be back. We will hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky, in his first year as head coach. That interview is going to be coming up next as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it's important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. To help you with your busy schedule, the Crookston office now has extended hours on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They also have a second location in Fosston to offer even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or are looking for your next pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget, Smith, and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 281-2020 for the Crookston and Fosston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. And, Coach, coming off a loss to a very good Barnesville team, and we'll just quick talk about that game. What were some positives that you took away?
Well, I'd say one of the biggest positives is we had a lot of guys that didn't quit in the game. I mean, the effort was there from start to finish. That's what we asked our guys to do to start the game, and they came through and did that.
You did suffer a few injuries, and sounds like you made it out pretty good from those injuries.
Yeah, it was a little hairy to start with because we did have a few initially, and as the week has gone on here, pleasantly surprised that we had some guys bounce back, and it wasn't nearly as bad as it looked on Friday night. So.
That's one thing with Barnesville. They hit hard. They don't shortchange their hits, and that did, I'm sure, directly cause most of those injuries.
Yeah, I mean it's a physical game, and I think that for a lot of our guys, a lot of our younger guys probably realize that, hey, this is a physical game for 4 quarters. It's not a physical game just to we get out here and start and kind of feel it out. They're going to come at you for 4 quarters, and you better be ready for it.
What things did you work on in practice that you saw from that Barnesville game getting ready for Hawley?
I think one thing we worked on and stressed over the week here is know what you're supposed to do, and then do your job. Basically, is the old Bill Belichick thing. But first of all, do you know what your role is and what your job is, and then we need to execute it on every play.
As you get ready to take on the Hawley Nuggets, what do you know about them this year?
Well, Hawley, again, just kind of like Barnesville, is Hawley. I mean, they're a good program, well coached, always athletic, and yeah, we don't take anybody lightly on our schedule, and they will be good and come to play.
Offensively, what do they do?
They are, some wing tee stuff. A lot of quite a few guys in the backfield we see kind of from week to week, and a fair amount of people have gone to that. I don't know if that's a little bit of a Barnesville effect or what it is, but they'll do a lot of that. Yeah.
And then defensively, what do they do?
They've played the 40 front. They've also gone to an over front with 6-man front, and just played 2 deep safeties at times, and run well. They're athletic and can cover a lot of ground.
The one thing that's a guarantee with Hawley every year is that they're going to have a bunch of athletes.
They are going to have a bunch of athletes. You see that on film. They run really well, and they cover a lot of ground in space. You think, hey, man, there's a lot of green grass out there. Well, it doesn't stay green for very long.
And with your team, as you get ready offensively, it's been a struggle moving the ball, at least consistently. And what do you need to do this week against Hawley?
Once again, it starts up front with us. It's going to. I mean, we need to establish a running game. We need to probably stay more consistent with the running game, and certainly not jump to the air necessarily right away. But yeah, we need to be consistent with there again, offensively and defensively. Everybody needs to do their job on every play, and you get a gain of 2. Let's take a gain of 2. Let's move on. Let's move the chains. We need to put together some drives to keep our defense off the field.
And offensively, you have one of the top backs in Ethan Bowl, but when he has a guy greeting him as he gets the ball, it's tough for him to do anything.
Yeah, we may ask Ethan to do a few different things, and as we do with a fair amount of our guys, but. Yeah, he is somebody that will step up in any role you ask him to do. So.
How about on the defensive end? What are you going to have to do against Hawley? Have you really narrowed it down to anything?
I think for defensively, we really need to understand what we're doing and read what we're doing and then react. So first of all, you have to know what you do. And secondly, you have to do it. And then if you do know what you're doing, do it with the speed that's a little bit more than what we show in the Barnesville game.
And when you have a team that can run the ball as well as they do, but also pass the ball, and with those athletes, I'm sure it's a little tougher to get ready for Hawley.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, once again, the key is knowing what you're doing and reading what you're doing, because if you're playing against a good athlete, you need to be able to probably give yourself a little advantage in knowing and not waiting on a coverage and knowing what you're doing. So,
the health of the team, how are you shaping up for the game tonight?
We're shaping up pretty well. We won't have Traden Turnwall tonight, and we won't have Jacob Hesby tonight. And Jesse Sanchez is still out, and we have a couple of kids out in COVID protocol. So.
And you hate to say this, but after Friday night, that's not too bad.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it isn't. Yeah, it isn't. So.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Pirate victory tonight?
I'd really like to see us come out aggressively. Aggressively on both sides of the ball. But like I said, we need some sustained drives on offense. Our defense needs to make good reads, and then we need to play fast and play with some emotion. A little bit more emotion each week. And when you're young, I know it kind of has to be manufactured by your older kids, and we need to get better at that.
Coach, thanks for talking to us. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. His pregame comments here on the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX. We'll take a break. We'll be back, take a look at our starting lineups, and we'll have the opening kickoff. That's all going to be coming up next as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
Hi, Tommy Helgeson here at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. We're down to one remaining 2020 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickup. Has a 3.5 EcoBoost engine, heated seats, and all the great options, including navigation. Original MSRP, $57,440. Buy this brand new truck now for $48,999. That's right, $48,999. That's used truck pricing right there on a brand new Ford F-150 at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Like us on Facebook and check us out at ChristianBrothersFord.com. At Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston, we make it easy.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Andy Omen State Farm at 218-281-3643 today.
My name is Cassie Rudy, Housing Manager at The Summit. During the month of September, we celebrate National Assisted Living Services. The Summit, located on Villa St. Vincent campus, is apartment rental with personalized assisted living services. We cater to adults 55 and older who cannot or prefer not to live in their own homes. Numerous services are coordinated, planned, and monitored for our tenants to ensure their health, safety, and well-being. We offer 24-hour supervision, enrichment programs, and assistance with the activities of daily living are provided in a respectful and welcoming environment.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
And welcome back to the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as it's time to take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Now here's the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. Well, the Hawley Nuggets won the toss, as you heard earlier here on KROX or saw, whether you're live streaming or listening on the radio. They won the toss, they deferred, so Crookston will be receiving on the south end of the field. And so we'll go with the offense. Starting offense for Crookston will go like this. Across the line, they'll have Leighton Fuentes, a 5'5", 175-pound sophomore. Angel Gutierrez, a 5'11", 200-pound junior. Clay Hansen, a 5'8", 285-pound sophomore. Brooks Butt, a 6', 255-pound senior. And Jaron Bailey, a 6', 195-pound junior. The tight ends will be Cade De Leon, a 5'8", 175-pound senior who has 1 reception for 6 yards. And Hunter Knutson, a 5'8", 180-pound junior who has 2 carries for 3 yards. The tailbacks will be Ethan Bowl, a 6'2", 200-pound junior who has 22 carries for 58 yards, and then 1 reception for 11 yards. And Antonio Romero, the 5'8", 145-pound sophomore, he had 14 carries last week for 45 yards in his varsity ball-carrying debut. And the quarterback will be Jack Dota, we're happy to say. He's able to play after being injured in the Barnesville game. The 6'1", 165-pound junior has 10 carries for a loss of 1 yard. He's 5 of 13 passing with 3 interceptions and 72 yards. The Hawley Nugget defense will go like this, a 4-man front. It'll be Ethan Magnuson, a 6'2", 187-pound senior who has 12 tackles on the season. Then Alex Schenk, a 5'10", 216-pound senior, 6.5 tackles on the year. Wyatt Dunham, a 6'2", 248-pound senior with 11 tackles. And Joey Ockery, a 6'2", 175-pound senior with 11 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and 1 sack. 3 linebackers, Jacob Hegna, a 5'11", 152-pound senior, 14.5 tackles, 1 for a loss. Darren Crocius, a 5'10", 180-pound senior, 10 tackles, 1.5 for a loss. Dalton Flotten, a 5'11", 182-pound senior. And then the 4 defensive backs will be Brady Groton, a 6'5", 176-pound senior. He has 7.5 tackles on the season. Then you have Carson Brew, a 5'11", 161-pound senior. Brian Carlisle, a 6', 174-pound senior. And Samuel Burkle, a 5'9", 160-pound senior. The fashion note for tonight's game, the Crookston Pirates in their yellow pants with the navy blue jersey tops, the yellow numbers, and white trim. They have the navy blue helmets with the yellow C, the Chicago Bears C, on their helmet. Or in Crookston, we call it the Crookston Pirate C. For the Hawley Nuggets, they have their maroon jersey the maroon pants. They have the white jersey tops, the maroon numbers, yellow trim. And they have the maroon helmet with the yellow stripe down the side and the Nugget logo on each side of the helmet. And that is your fashion note for this evening. And we'd also like to mention, besides being Parents' Night, they also have the 3rd and 4th grade football players. They're down on the field. They're getting to warm up and run with the Pirates, so that's a pretty fun thing for the Pirates, the youngsters especially. And I know my nephew, Kelby, he's pretty fired up to be down there as well. And a few years from now, we'll be seeing those youngsters out here on the football field. And so we will take a break. We'll be back with the opening kickoff. That's going to be coming up right after this timeout as we wrap up the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Thrive Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Thrive Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered with advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care. You know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Polkert, Stanky, Kim, Abasi, Shaw, and Sekundiak. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the...
And welcome back to the Crookston UMC football field as we're ready to get Friday night week number 3 in the books as the Crookston Pirates hosting the Hawley Nuggets. And the Nuggets ready to kick off. It'll be Burkle, the kicker, a right-footed kicker. And his kick, it's going to be a sidewinder. It hits at the 25, rolls all the way down to the 10. It's going to be scooped up there by Bull along the far sideline. He cuts it up and now up to the 30, 35, 40, leaps over a tackler all the way up to about the 45-yard line. And Crookston will have great field position after a big return for Ethan Bowl. They're going to mark it right at the 45-yard line. And, well, we send it down to the field. Aaron, beautiful night.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect football weather tonight. And a great start for the Pirates. You saw Ethan get a little bit of space there over the right side, and with his talent, he can do the rest. But, yeah, like you said, a great day down here for football.
About a 35-yard return for Ethan Bowl, and we are underway. Crookston going right to left or south to north. And they have Dota underneath center, two backs in the backfield, one receiver split out to the far side. That's Widman. Handoff goes right side to Romero. He breaks a tackle. He spins, gets up to the 47, maybe the 48. It looks like they are going to give him forward progress. And Romero, his 15th carry of the season. He gets 3 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Crookston. Widman comes out. Hunter Knutson in. He will be a tight end, looks like. He's going to that area. Yes, he is. We have a receiver split out to the near side. Two backs in the backfield. Dota underneath center. And dropping back Dota. He hands it off to Romero. He's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose those 3 yards that he just gained. So 2 carries for no gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Pirates.
Went to a little bit of a draw that time, and just with the draw, it takes a little bit longer to get out of the hands on the handoff from the quarterbacks, and that's what cost the Pirates on that play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Crookston. A gain of 3 and a loss of 3. So it'll be, well, let's see what the Pirates do here. They have Woodman split out to the near side. They have one back in the backfield. And one back that looks like Bull split out to the left. They're going to pass. Dota drops back. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's spun around up to the 48-yard line, and they're going to mark it up to the 49. So Jack Dota with a gain of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down and 6 for the Pirates, and they're going to have to punt it away here. Brooks Butt, the punter, he has 9 punts for a 30.9-yard average. 10:05 remaining in the first quarter of play on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We're scoreless. One message to pass along, and tomorrow, Warren Alvarado Oslo is supposed to be hosting an 8-team volleyball tournament. That has been postponed due to sewer issues at the school. Now the high end over end kick, it's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line, and returning it up to the 30 will be the Hawley Nuggets. So that is 150. So a 33-yard punt for Butt after a 14-yard return. So a 3-and-out for the Pirates. Not the way they wanted to start it, but now the Nuggets will have it at their own 30-yard line. 9:38 remaining in this first quarter of play. Nuggets have it in their hands for the first time. And they go with the full backfield. Brew, the quarterback, 5'11", 161-pound senior, run right up the gut for a yard, possibly 2. They're going to give him 1. That'll be Brew, the quarterback, with the keeper. So 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Brew, the senior quarterback, 8 of 12 passing for 87 yards. Samuel Burkle, 5'9", 160-pound senior, 20 carries, 142 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 receptions for 57 yards. Now under center again is Brew. They go with the, well, Burkle's going to go in motion. He'll get the pitch. He's going to the far sideline, and he is going to get close to the first down marker. He's taken out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. They're going to mark him back, it looks like, at the 37. We'll say 37.5 if you want to be exact, but at the 37, so that's going to be a gain of 6 yards for, well, we'll call it 7-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for Hawley. So Brew, the quarterback keeper, to start it off. Burkle with gets the pitch. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now for the Nuggets. Under center is Brew, as a man in motion. He is going to take it, run off to the right. He cuts it up, and he's going to get the first down. He got hit and then just fell forward to get that extra yard. So that's going to be a gain of 3. Oh, they're going to mark it, right at the 40. So they're going to give him the first down. That'll be a gain of 3 for Brew. First down of the game for either team. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, they send a man in motion. That'll be Burkle. And the handoff right off the left side of the line. There is nothing there. Stacking it up. K. De Leon, Brooks Butt getting it up off the bottom of the pile. Ethan Bull is also there. That's going to be a gain of a yard.
Oh, this is a tough offense to handle if you're on the defensive side. They're going to use a lot of misdirection and a lot of motion and just really try to misguide the defense. So Crookston is really going to have to be disciplined tonight.
So that'll be a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Man in motion is going to be Tibbetts. He's going to get the pitch. He's looking. He's being chased down from behind by Bull, and he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line. There is a flag thrown on the play back at about the 42, and it's going to be holding against Hawley. So that'll be the first penalty of the game, a 10-yarder assessed against the Nuggets. The flag is at the 42-yard line, so they'll mark it off from there. So that'll be a gain of 1 on the play for Tibbetts. So holding, a loss of 10 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and was that 19 for Hawley. Coach Nat said in the pregame show we can't get 3rd down penalties, but I'm sure he didn't want one there. They were going to have a nice gain, and now they're pushed back 10 yards. 2nd and 19 for the Nuggets. Underneath center is Brew. Tibbetts moves a little bit. Now there's movement, and then the Pirates looks like they're going to get encroachment as they fell for the second man to move. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against Crookston. So that makes it now 2nd and 14. So the Nuggets, like that, they get 5 yards without running a play. So Brew under center. The full backfield there. Tibbetts. Now Burkle again. Same play as last before the penalty. The handoff goes to Burkle. He's on the left side. He breaks 1 tackle, gets a gain of 5, 6, maybe 7 yards for Burkle. So he has 2 carries for 14 yards. That'll get him 3rd and about 8 for Hawley. Well, we see Dr. Colin Fennell, orthopedic surgeon from Riverview Health. He is here. See Dr. Canton, outstanding family doctor. We also have Luke Biermeyer, a chiropractor, all on the sidelines. So the kids are in great hands if anything happens. 3rd and 8, Brew fakes the handoff, passes over the middle, it's picked off by the Pirates. Stepping in front and picking it off for Crookston and looking for some room is Whitman. He cuts it up, he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. George Whitman, the 5th, intercepts the pass, goes 42 yards for the touchdown. George Whitman. 5:48 remaining. The Pirates get their first points of the season on an interception.
Just a phenomenal read out on this left side by Whitman. He read that with the quarterback rolling out right, and he jumped the route even before the receiver turned to look for the ball. Whitman had intercepted it and waited for some blockers to get in front of him. Absolutely great anticipation by Whitman.
Okay, so 57 yards will be the official touchdown return for George Whitman, and the Pirates are on the board. Now on to go for 2 will be Crookston. The handoff goes to Romero. He goes in. Is he in there? No, he stopped just short. So George Whitman, a 57-yard touchdown interception return for a touchdown. The run fails. and Crookston leads by a score of 6-0. First time Pirates get on the board. It's their first lead as well. 5:48 remaining here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX. Thank you with the Polaris Ag Advantage program, giving farmers and ranchers a 10% discount up to $750 on side-by-sides and a 10% discount up to $500 on ATVs and a 1-year warranty on Rangers. To find out more about the Polaris Ag Advantage program, stop by Titan Machinery in Crookston. See dealer for details. Always wear a helmet. Never drink and ride. Well, Crookston will be kicking off after a touchdown. And, boy, the Pirates, they needed that big time. Big play by George Widman, the 5th. He wears the number 5 for that reason. He is the 5th. So now the Pirates are the most fired up we've seen them all season long. Now a little squib-type kick is going to be taken by Burkle. A huge hole to the 45, 50, to the 40. One man to beat, and he is going to get by, but 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Hawley answers in a huge way as Burkle with a 75-yard touchdown kick return with 5:36 remaining. And just like that, Hawley says, well, we see your big play. And the Red Sea parted on the right side of the field, and Burkle goes in.
Well, certainly what you don't want right after you get the big play. You allow a big play to even back out that momentum. And, well, if you had 12 points on the board without an offensive touchdown, you should probably go start betting a little bit.
So Sam Burkle. So neither team's on. We do have a penalty flag thrown in the end zone. That celebrate? Oh, they're gonna wave the penalty off. So it'll be the Nuggets kicking the extra point. It'll be Burkle, who just ran those 75 yards. He's a little gassed, so we'll see how much it affects him. And Hawley looking to take the lead. They're one man short here. Happened so quick they weren't ready. 5:36 remaining. 2 scores in 12 seconds. Now the extra point kick. The snap was good. The hold is good. And the kick is good. Sam Burkle with the kick. And the Hawley Nuggets take the lead 7-6 on a 75-yard Sam Burkle kickoff return for a touchdown. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Restaurant in Crookston is open 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 days a week. The buffet and salad bar are now available for lunch. Need a place to hold your lunch meeting? Make it RBJ's. Want to take a break from cooking? Make RBJ's your go-to place. They have a fantastic menu. For the smaller appetite, there's a light bite menu. RBJ's will cater all types of events, and they have a banquet room you can use for special events and meetings. And for takeout orders, call 281-3636. RBJ's Restaurant, University Avenue, Crookston.
Now Burkle, he is gassed. He's ready to kick off here. So Crookston scores their first touchdown of the season on an interception return. Sam Burkle 12 seconds later answers with a 75-yard kickoff return, and Hawley has the lead 7-6 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. High floating kick and a hit at about the 15, and a Bull grabs it at the 12, up to the 15, 20, 25 to the 30 where he's taken down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at their own 30-yard line. We have 5.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter of play, and what a quarter it's been. The last few seconds at least. Well, the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update every Friday night. Their special is St. Louis ribs with potato, breadstick, super salad. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, they open daily at 11:30 a.m. and call them about their catering services at 281-1183. A great place to go before or after the game. Draft Sports Bar and Grill. Underneath center will be Dota. He hands it off right side. There is no room there. That play is stacked up. They might give a little bit of forward progress, maybe a half a yard at the most. And Bull, his first carry. We'll give him 1 on it, half a yard, so we'll round up. So it'll be. No, we're going to have to give them no gain. They put it back a little bit. So no gain on the play for Bull. Second down and 10 for the Pirates. Pirates' only touchdown of the season has been an interception. Return for a touchdown by George Widman. Now they're looking to get their first offensive touchdown of the year. Dota fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, a big opening. He's going to tuck it in. He gets up to the 35, lowers his shoulder to about the 37. That's going to be about a 7-yard gain for Jack Dota. He has 2 carries for 11 yards. Actually, we'll give him 8 yards on the carry. So they move it up to the 38-yard line. Jack Dota, he had a bruised sternum and got hit pretty good when he was throwing a pass in the game against Barnesville, but he's a hockey player. He's tough. He came back and lowered his shoulder. And third down and 2 underneath center. Handoff goes to Romero. He gets the first down. He keeps those legs moving up to the 44-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 6 yards on the play for Antonio Romero. So that'll be a first down for the Pirates.
It's an important 3 plays for the Pirate offense, too. Right after the Hawley big play, you don't want to go 3 and out and give it right back to them and allow them to continue that momentum. So the Pirates, they can maybe put at least a couple of first downs together and maybe gain some of that back.
That's the Pirates' first down of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line as the Pirates going right to left. Dota as Romero in the backfield. Now a quick pass over to the near sideline, making the grab, looking for some room. Now we have a flag thrown right away as well. But that is complete to Andrew Rocha. So Rocha with his first reception of the season. There is a flag, so we'll have to wait and see. Looks like it might be holding against the Pirates, and it is. So the Pirates, on a quick passing play, somehow got a holding penalty. That'll be their second penalty. 15 yards total now in the game. That'll be 1st and 20 for the Pirates. So that's not what they wanted. So 1st and 20 for Crookston. Back at their own 33-yard line. Dota under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Widman goes in motion from left to right. Now Dota hands it off to Romero. He's going to be a hit. The Pirate lineman wasn't able to hold on to that block. And Romero is hit. That's going to, they're going to give him a good spot there back to the original line of, or not the original, but the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play for Antonio Romero. He has 4 carries now for 6 yards. Jack Dota has 2 carries for 12. So it'll be 2nd down and 20. Widman going to be split out to the near sideline. Bull, the fullback. You have Romero as the tailback. 2 tight ends for the Pirates. Dota under center. Dota drops back. He rolls out to his left. He's looking. He has a receiver wide open, and the throw a little too high. Leaping was De Leon, and it just goes off his fingertips. Boy, the Pirates just not able to convert on that passing play. So 0 for 1 in the passing department are the Pirates. It'll now be 3rd and 20. Boy, a tough break there for Crookston. It'll be 3rd and 20. Nice play call. So Widman split out to the near side. Same formation. 2 backs in the I formation. Faking the handoff, rolling out to his left again as Dota. He's directing traffic. He's looking. He tucks it in, gets up to the 43-yard line. Then he's hit out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty. Dota was way out of bounds, a good couple of yards, and the Hawley Nugget going to be assessed for the penalty there, one of the linebackers.
Oh, we saw a little bit last week before Dota had to leave the game where he got some space on the outside. He was able to scramble. He's an athlete, so you get him out in some space, and especially there on the rollout, he can either dump it off to a receiver, or if he sees more running lane, he can take that for a few more yards and get benefited there with the penalty.
So that is going to be a 15-yard penalty against Hawley. That is a first down on the unsportsmanlike late hit. Second first down of the game for the Pirates. But Dota now, 3 carries for 21 yards. First down and 10 for Crookston. Same formation. Whitman goes left to right in motion. Faking the handoff is Dota. He's going to tuck it in. And gets up maybe a couple of yards on the play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th play of the drive here for the Pirates. One penalty, an incomplete pass, couple no gains, but they've come up with big plays when they need them. See if they can keep this drive going as they're in Hawley territory thanks to that 15-yard personal foul penalty for the late hit. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Crookston. Split out to the far side of the field is Rocha. 2 backs in the backfield. Dota hands it off to Romero. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Boy, the Pirates missed an assignment there. Coming through with the tackle is Ethan Magnuson, the 6'2", 187-pound senior. Nobody picked him up. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards on the play. So Romero, 5 carries for 2 yards now. And it'll be 3rd and 12 for Crookston. Swidman brings in the play. Rocha will check out as those 2 receivers bringing the plays in. Minute 20 remaining in this first quarter of play. The Hawley Nuggets 7, Crookston 6 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. So Bull, the fullback, Romero, the tailback. Whitman split out to the near side. Dropping back is Dota. He's going to roll out to his left. He gets up to the 40 and then pushed out of bounds around the 36. The 35 is looks that's going to be where they mark it. So they'll mark it at the 30, just shy of the 35. So that's going to be about an 8-yard gain. So 4th and we'll call it 3 for the Pirates. 58.6 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Hawley leading 7-6. Crookston with an interception return for a touchdown, and Hawley with a kick return for a touchdown. The special teams and defense getting it done. Now Dota fakes the handoff. He rolls out. He's going to get the first down. He gets up to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a 4-yard carry for Jack Dota, and the Pirates have something brewing here with Jack Dota.
Well, they keep him on that rollout. They keep getting him into space, whether that's rolling out right or left. They don't really care at this point. When he gets into that space, he can start to be an athlete and make a play with either his arm or his legs.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. And Aaron, if you want to keep your mic open, you can go ahead. Get some of that side. Hopefully the kids are minding their P's and Q's with their language down there. 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Romero. And now we're going to have a flag thrown. That might be some movement there on the Pirates.
Pirates, penalty flag on the play.
You had Romero in motion from the tailback, illegal shift. Yes, that's what I thought.
On the Pirates.
So that'll be against the Pirates, their 3rd penalty of the quarter. That is a 5-yard penalty, so 3 penalties for 20 yards.
Well, that's something that you don't need, those first down penalties, especially when you're starting to get a little bit of offensive momentum. They not only move you back 5 yards, but they put you in a really tough situation, especially for a team who wants to run the ball often.
Well, now the Pirates going to try to pass. It's going to be caught by Romero. And he's going to get maybe a yard back.
It's actually Ethan Bowl.
Oh, Ethan Bowl, excuse me.
Down to the Nuggets.
So Bowl with the reception. That'll be a 1 yard gain we'll give him.
1 yard gain on the play. He was stopped by Bryant Carlisle. That's the end of the first
So
quarter.
that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. The Hawley Nuggets lead by a score of 7-6. We'll be back with the second quarter. The Pirates continuing this very long drive. They're hoping to keep it going here. It'll be second and about 14 for the Pirates. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
Focusing on one particular specialty, the folks at Phil Thompson & Associates work as a team by providing a variety of financial services. The result is the convenience and efficiency of being able to do all your financial business in one place. Call or stop in for a visit anytime. See for yourself what they have to offer. Stop in and visit any of their 3 area offices. Phil Thompson & Associates, located in Crookston, Warren, and East Grand Forks. From foundry to assembly, the D team in Crookston puts it all together. At D Incorporated, they solve customer challenges differently. Instead of looking at things as problems, they view them as opportunities. Instead of limiting ideas to a few people, they get everyone involved. When all that hard work pays off, they find an idea that is faster, better, and less expensive, and pass that value on to their customers. For foundry and machine shop work, contact D Incorporated in Crookston, 218-281-5811.
Well, the Pirates will have it second down and 14 at the Hawley 34-yard line. A fresh 12 minutes on the scoreboard as we start the second quarter of play. So second and 14.
34.
Under center is Dota. He has a man in motion. Widman going from the left to right, dropping back, looking to pass is Dota. He throws it, and it might as, I think his arm got hit as he let it go, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. So 1 for 3 passing now is Dota.
That'll bring up third down for the Pirates on that incomplete
It'll
pass.
be third and 14.
Well, you want to pick up at least half of this here. You don't want to leave yourself with a really long fourth down because this is 4-down territory. So pick up maybe 7, 8, 9 yards here and give yourself a more manageable fourth down.
This will be the 13th play of the drive for the Pirates. That's including penalties. So it'll be third and 14. Under center is Dota. 2 receivers split out to the far side of the field. Now dropping back. Dota looking. He's looking. As a receiver lobs it in the air for DeLeon. He makes the grab. He gets the first down inside the 20 to the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard strike to Cade DeLeon.
That pass from Dota to DeLeon from the
Well, why not get half of it when you can get all of it back? And go just one play and a nice little wheel route by DeLeon on the left side of the field, the far side, and it paid off with the first down.
So it'll be a 20-yard passing play. Dota to DeLeon. DeLeon, that is his second reception. He now has 26 yards receiving. And a nice little float pass there for Dota. It'll be first and 10 at the Hawley 14-yard line. Now a pitch to Romero. He is going to be taken down in the backfield. And the Pirates not able to hold on to the block there. And Romero is thrown down for a loss of about 3 on the play. So Romero's had tough sledding his last 2 carries. He's had 7 yards lost in his last 2 carries. So it'll be second and 13 for Crookston at the Hawley 18-yard line. 10:50 remaining in this very fast-moving first half of play. Still looking for our first offensive touchdown with Hawley leading by a score of 7-6. An interception return for a touchdown for Crookston and a kickoff return for a touchdown. Now a pass goes to Bull. They have him in the end zone. Touchdown! What a pass by Jack Dota. He gave the fake, got the defender just a bite, then Bull hit the Jets, and that's going to be an 18-yard touchdown strike from Dota to Bull with 10.5 minutes left in the first half.
Oh, another route where you just send the guy over, kind of a wheel route, more of a fade route this time for Bull on that far side, and a perfect throw by Dota, back shoulder, right on target for Bull.
Boy, the Pirates got to start passing more. Dota, he's settling in here. He is looking very comfortable back there, and it's amazing when you get a little protection how much easier it is to be a quarterback. So a good job by the offensive line, and now the Pirates going to go for two. Dota fakes the handoff. He rolls out to his left. He's looking for some room. He's going to be taken down as the run fails. So the Pirates have a 12-7 lead. They score their first offensive touchdown of the season, and they have the lead 12-7 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. 10.5 minutes remaining. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
Spray in Crookston can help you with all your aerial application needs, including application of liquid and dry fertilizer, application of fungicides, insecticides, and herbicides, aerial seeding, fire drops, and aerial photography. Owner Mike Gasper has long-term, highly trained pilots running under his fleet of 3 turbine aircrafts and 1 reciprocal aircraft. In business for over 30 years and licensed to service Crookston and the surrounding states, Gasper Air Spray in Crookston. Call 281-5787 or 289-0076.
Looking for the best buys on groceries? Log on to GoHugos.com and shop online from the comfort of your home. At GoHugos.com, you'll also find great online coupons and spectacular recipe ideas. Now offering convenient curbside pickup and delivery. It's grocery shopping made easy and affordable. From a few items for dinner to a week's supply of groceries, GoHugos.com is ready to help with all of your grocery shopping needs. Get ready to save the Hugos way with GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Well, the Pirates kick it off. High end overhead kick going to be taken at the about the 12-yard line by Burkle. He returned 170 yards for a touchdown is the first time. This time he runs to the far sideline, runs out of real estate, and he's taken down at the 35-yard line. There is a flag thrown at the 31, and we'll see who the penalty is going to be on. But that drive by the Pirates, a 15-play, 70-yard drive that took 7 minutes. What a drive by the Pirates. That's picture-perfect drive. Well, there's a couple penalties against the Pirates on that drive, but otherwise that's the kind of drive coaches love, a long, sustained drive, and then you finish it off with a touchdown. By far the best drive of the season for the Pirates.
Well, you mentioned a couple of penalties, and to be able to continue to keep that offense going even when you're in a 1st and 15 or a 1st and 20, and able to still continue that drive, something we haven't seen from the Pirates so far this year. And they played against some tougher defenses, but they're showing they can do it here in the 3rd week of the season.
So Hawley will have it after a block in the back penalty. Hawley will start at their own 21 with 10:20 remaining in this first half of play. They have the full backfield. Handoff goes right up the gut to Burkle. He gets up to the 26-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5 yards on the play on the quick hitter. Is that Burkle or Vetter?
Yeah, I didn't see who that was.
For the Pirates, 2nd and 5, Nuggets.
No, that was Vetter. So Vetter gets the carry of 5 yards. For once, the delay on the YouTube stream comes in handy. 2nd down and 5 for the Nuggets. The handoff goes right side to Tibbetts. He's going to get close to the first down. So just going with the quick hitters here.
For the Nuggets.
They're going to give them about 6 yards on the play. So that's a first down. That'll be the first of the quarter, second of the game for the Hawley Nuggets.
Pirates, Brady Whisk.
So it'll be 1st and 10. 2 plays. The Nuggets get a first down. That's what they like. Coach Nat said, we hope to get 4, 6, or 8 yards a carry. That's what they're getting right now in that ballpark. Under center. Handoff goes to Burkle, and he's going to be taken down. Coming up to make the play is Ethan Bowman for the Pirates. Bowman, an outstanding wrestler. Good form there. A loss of a yard on the play for Burkle. So Bowman, 5'10", 140-pound junior. Be 2nd and 11 for Hawley as they break out of the huddle. 8:40 remaining in this first half of play. 12-7, Crookston with the lead. Under center is Brew. He has those three backs. Tibbetts goes in motion. We're going to have a flag thrown, and it's going to be against Hawley. It's going to be a false start. So another penalty against the Nuggets. That is number 4 in the game. So that pushes them back 5 yards. 2nd down and 11. I think the Pirates have come up with a pretty good idea here. They have those 3rd and 4th graders down on the sidelines. They're going to remember this for a long time. Pretty neat idea. They got to go out on warm-ups with the team as well, and pretty cool thing that the Pirates are doing here tonight. And it also brings some more fans in the stands. Now Tibbetts goes in motion. Rolling out to his right is Brew. He is looking, still looking. He's hit from behind. The ball is loose. And, they're going to call it incomplete pass. Oh, man. That was pretty close. But Leighton Fuentes, I believe, was the man that came from behind. And poked it away from behind. They're going to say it was a pass, so it'll be an incomplete pass officially for Brew. So it'll be 3rd and 16 now for the Nuggets. Boy, the Pirates close to a forced fumble there.
You can just feel the energy down here is so much greater than what it has been the last couple of weeks. That's what a lead and a couple of points will do for you.
Now underneath center is Brew. He drops back. He's looking over to the near sideline. Lobs it up as a receiver there, but way out of bounds is the intended receiver. That's Brady Groton. That'll be another incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th and about 16. And looking like they're going to have to punt will be the Hawley Nuggets. And also confidence. It is such a dangerous weapon in high school sports. Crookston went into Barnesville. Not one of those players, I can guarantee not one, thought that they were going to win in Barnesville. They came into the game against Hawley. For some reason, they come into against Hawley and think, we can win this game. Well, they've had more success against Hawley in the past as well. Now a nice high booming punt for Burkle. It's muffed by Coet, but he jumps on top of it at the 45-yard line.
45.
So that'll be 23, a 28-yard punt.
That's a 28-yard punt
for Burkle. First punt of the game for the Nuggets, and it will be Pirate ball. So Crookston will have it at their own 45. Second time they've started at their own 45 here in the game. 7:48 remaining in this first half. They have Bull as fullback. Romero as tailback. Handoff right up the middle to Romero, and he'll get up to the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of about, no, they're going to mark it back to, we'll call it a gain of 2 for Romero. It'll be 2nd down and 8. So the ball at the 47-yard line. Bringing in the play will be George Woodman V. And again, a quick note, Pirate volleyball tomorrow. They were supposed to be at the Warren Alvarado Oslo tournament. That has been postponed because of sewer problems. Now dropping back to pass. Looking is Doda. Doda is taken down at about the 42-yard line.
Jack Doda on the carry for the Pirates. That's a loss of 5 yards on the play.
It'll be 3rd down and 12.
3rd down and 12. Ethan Magnuson on the stop for the Nuggets.
So the Pirates, they lose. No, let's see here. That's going to be a loss of about 4. That's Dota's 7th carry of the game. Now 2 receivers split out to the far side. Dropping back is Dota. Dota looking. He's going to be hit. So he's taken down, and that'll be a loss of another yard. So the Pirates going the wrong way. They had a gain of 2, a loss of 4, and a loss of 1. That'll be 4th down and about 13 for the Pirates. And they'll be forced to punt here from their own 42-yard line. So Butt standing on his own 30-yard line. The snap is off the mark. He gets a side punt off. It's at the 40 down to the 33-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So that'll be 8, 17. So a 25-yard punt for Butt. He has punts of 33 and 25, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Hawley Nuggets. 5:29 left in the first half. Hawley will get it back at their own 33-yard line. First and 10 for the Nuggets. Brew underneath the center. 3 backs in the backfield. Tibbetts goes in motion, and we're going to have another flag. It's going to be encroachment on the Pirates. So a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 5 for Hawley at their own 38-yard line. Bringing in the play will be Hayden Groney for the Nuggets. Underneath center. Tibbetts goes in motion, and the handoff goes to Tibbetts. He's going to be tripped up. He gets a yard, possibly 2. That'll be 2nd and about 3 now for Hawley. So Ethan Bohl in on the tackle. Well, they move it back to the 40, so maybe a gain of 1 on the play for Tibbetts instead of the 2. 2nd and 3. Now the handoff goes left side to Burkle. He's going to be stacked up he got close to the 1st down marker. Then the Pirates pushed him back. And on the tackle there was the Pirates' Butt. But that's going to be enough. That'll be a 3-yard gain. So that'll be the 2nd 1st down of the quarter for the Nuggets. So 1st and 10 for Hawley with 4:07 remaining in this first half. Tibbetts goes in motion once again. Handoff goes right side, and Vetter is taken down. Was there a flag thrown? No.
I don't see one.
No. So just a reflection off the helmet, it must have been. That's going to be an 8-yard gain for Vetter. And we should mention as well, the quarterback is now Hayden Groney. So Groney, the quarterback. So an 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Nuggets. 3.5 minutes remaining in this first half as the Nuggets get into Pirate territory. Groney under center. He has Burkle right behind him. Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. Now he'll fire, has a receiver there. It's going to be caught down to the 20-yard line before he's taken out of bounds at about the 15. And who is coming away with that grab? That is going to be, is that Braxton Bow, 82?
I think that was maybe Joey Aker.
Acri, so Acri. Yep, Acri, number 87. 47 down to the 15. That will be a 32-yard passing play and another first down for Hawley, their third of the quarter. Now the Nuggets run right up the middle. Burkle breaks, that's Vetter. He breaks a tackle and he goes in for the touchdown. That'll be a 15-yard touchdown run for Vetter. And with 3:06 remaining, Hawley regains the lead. So John Vetter, a 15-yard touchdown run. 13-12, Hawley with the lead. They huddle up on the left side of the field. Now Burkle ready to kick the extra point. The snap a little high. The holder does a good job of getting it down, and Burkle kicks it right through the uprights. So Sam Burkle kicks the extra point. And with 3:06 remaining in the first half of play, it's the Hawley Nuggets 14 and the Crookston Pirates 12. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Manager at the Summit. During the month of September, we celebrate National Assisted Living Services. The Summit, located on Villa St. Vincent campus, is apartment rental with personalized assisted living services. We cater to adults 55 and older who cannot or prefer not to live in their own homes. Numerous services are coordinated, planned, and monitored for our tenants to ensure their health, safety, and well-being. We offer 24-hour supervision, enrichment programs, and assistance with the activities of daily living are provided in a respectful and welcoming environment.
Well, after the touchdown for the Hawley Nuggets, 14-12 is the score. Now the kick, it's going to be taken right around it's Bull that's going to take it up to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. He spins, and he's finally taken down at the 38-yard line. So the Pirates will have it first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Or let's call it the 37. With 2:56 remaining in this first half of play. Now the handoff goes right side. Romero, he's spun around, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to be about it. So no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10. 2.5 minutes remaining. Clock continuing to wind down. Hawley leading 14-12. Two backs in the backfield. You have Woodman split out to the far side. Now the handoff goes right side. Bull has a blocker in front. There's a flag thrown. That's going to likely be holding on the Pirates. Oh, it's going to be a chop block against the Pirates, so that'll bring it back. So that'll bring it back. So that'll be a loss of 10 yards. So the Pirates, with their second penalty of the quarter, they have 5 penalties for 35 yards here. Crookston second and 20. They have 2:08 remaining. The clock has stopped with that penalty. Now a pitch out to Bull. He's trying to get it out to the outside. He does. To the 30, 35. Then he's taken down, tripped up just inside the original line of scrimmage, so Bull will get a carry of about 11 yards. That's only his second carry of the game. And a timeout called by the Hawley Nuggets. So an 11-yard carry for Bull. So it'll be 3rd and about 8. So we'll call it 12. So during this timeout, we'll keep it here and take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Again, well, we have Kitson County Central. They beat the Northern Freeze by a score of 33-0. That's one final that we have already. At halftime, Manoman Waban leading Warroad 28-0. And the score here with 1:58 left in the first half, Hawley leading Crookston 14-12. Next week, Crookston will be at home as well. It'll be homecoming as they will host Frazee. So 3rd and 9 for Crookston. So the Pirates will have it. 1:58 remaining. Hawley, they want more time on the clock here if they can come up with the stop on this 3rd down play. So that's why they called the timeout. 3rd and long. 2 receivers split out to the far side of the field for the Pirates. Now dropping back, Dota lobs it up. He's looking for a receiver, and it's going to be picked off. Good coverage there for the Hawley Nuggets, and coming up with the interception is Brady Groton. So Groton with the interception. We do have a penalty flag. And we'll wait for the official. It's going to be holding against Crookston. That's obviously going to be declined. So Hawley picks off the pass. Nice job by Brady Groton. He was running stride for stride with the Pirate receiver. The ball might have been a little underthrown, and he was able to pick it off with 1:48 remaining.
Oh, I mean, obviously you don't want to throw the interception, but on 3rd down and long, it's essentially an arm punt where you just, you give your guy a chance to go long, and if it is intercepted, you probably would have punted on 4th down if it's incomplete either way.
So the Pirates throw their first interception of the game, and it'll be 1:48 left, first half. Ball's at their own 27-yard line for Hawley. Handoff goes left side to Burkle. He's up to the 30-yard line. That's going to be a gain of a couple yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Hawley with 1.5 left. 90 seconds remaining in this first half. The Nuggets lead 14-12 on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Now underneath center, one receiver split out to each side. Tibbetts goes in motion, handoff right off the right side of the line. There is no room there for Vetter, and he's going to lose those 2 yards they just gained. So Vetter, a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Nuggets with 48 seconds remaining. I'm a little surprised the Pirates not calling a timeout here to stop the clock, but so 34 seconds left. Nuggets, this might be down to the last play or 2. Now under center, Grani hands it off left side. There's nothing there. It'll be 4th and long. 18 seconds left. The Pirates now call the timeout. So Vetter with about a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 4th and 7. And we have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 15.6 seconds left. Hawley leading Crookston 14-12. The Nuggets will have it 4th and 7 at their own 32-yard line. We'll be back with the rest of the first half right after this timeout.
Young eyes don't always mean healthy eyes. 1 in 4 children have a vision problem, and many of which can lead to trouble in school. The doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic want to make sure everyone is ready for school with A-plus vision by getting regular eye exams. Schedule your appointment today with Drs. Forget, Smith, and Jananetta. Call the Crookston Eye Clinic in Crookston, 281-2020. The Crookston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
The timeout. The Nuggets going to punt it away. It'll be Burkle. They're bringing in 2 guys at the last second. 15.6 seconds left in the half. Now the punt from Burkle. Nice high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 39-yard line. Takes a Pirate bounce up to the 42 or 43. And the Pirates will have one shot here. See what they do. So the second 28-yard punt for Burkle. And the Pirates will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. 5.6 seconds remaining. So they'll have one play unless there's a pass interference or something like that. Possibility of 2 plays, but 1st down and 10. 5.6 seconds left, and the handoff goes right side to Bull. He lost the ball, but he was down, and that is going to be the end of the first half of play after a 1-yard gain for Ethan Bull. So that's the end of the first half. The score is the Hawley Nuggets 14, Crookston 12. We're going to go down to the field here in just a moment as we will have Coach Nate Lebarsky. And then on the when Hawley comes back out after the halftime, we'll talk with Coach Nats as well. So right now, Coach Lebarsky getting some instructions from Mike Gollingsrud. And now he's heading over to Aaron. And here is Coach Lebarsky's first half thoughts. Aaron.
Well, Coach, you get your first score of the year. It comes on the George Whitman interception. That's a huge energy boost for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody was excited jumping out of their shoes there. It was great to see.
The poor part about that is right after you allow them to get a big play themselves too. Special teams has got to be stronger in the second half.
Yeah, you have to stay in your lane. We have to do our job. I think we talked about it all week, and we got to get things corrected. But it's a game of ups and downs, so we got to recover.
Yeah, and then another up. You guys were able to put a really long drive together. You sustained it through a few penalties on some first downs. It's got to be great to see a sustained offensive drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably one of the first ones of the season, if not the first one. And to score at the end of those is, a cherry on top. So we have to keep playing. Everybody's going to be tough every week, and just keep playing.
And obviously you'd like the lead, but you can't really ask for much more than being in the game right now here at halftime, and you can really coach that up here in the second half.
Our goal is to be competitive in every game. We talked about it this week. Hey, let's compete, and we're doing that right now. We need to do it in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks a lot.
That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky, in his first year as head coach, and that's I think the goal for every high school team should be, hey, let's be competitive. Obviously, there's some like Barnesville's and other schools like that let's win a state championship, but that's the Pirates have been competitive, and this is by far their best half of the season so far. 14-12 is the score at halftime. The Hawley Nuggets have the lead on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll take a look at the first half stats. We'll also see if we can talk with Coach Peter Nats after he breaks out with his huddle as well. That's all going to be coming up here during the halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll be back and have the halftime stats coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when when you go to Hugo's.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it's important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. To help you with your busy schedule, the Crookston office now has extended hours on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They also have a second location in Fawsted to offer even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or are looking for your next pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget, Smith, and Genanetta are all accepting new patients. Call 281-2020 for the Crookston and Fawsted Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Welcome back to the halftime show as we take a look at the first half stats for the Pirates. They had, Jack Dota was the leading rusher, 8 carries for 30 yards. Antonio Romero had 8 carries for 1 yard, and Ethan Bull had 3 carries for 13 yards. So 44 yards rushing for the Pirates was all they had in that first half of play. But they did have 39. They were 3 of 5 passing in that first half. 1 interception and 1 touchdown. An 18-yard pass to Ethan Bull for the touchdown. And so the Pirates had 39 yards passing. So the Pirates, they only had, 83 yards of total offense in that first half, but they have 2 touchdowns. Taking a look at the Hawley Nuggets stats, they don't have a lot of stats as well as 14, 16. So Sam Burkle had 4 carries for 15 yards. John Vetter had 5 carries for 9 yards. Carson Brew had 2 for 4. Then Derek Tibbetts had 4 carries for 11 yards. So we have 20, that would be 39 yards rushing for Hawley. And then passing, they had 1 pass completion. They were 1 of 3 for 32 yards. And that would be 71 yards total offense for the Hawley Nuggets. So Hawley, they have 71 yards of offense. Crookston had 83 yards of total offense, and we have a 14-12 score. Well, the first quarter scoring, Crookston's George Widman intercepted a pass with 5:48 remaining in the quarter. Returns at 57 yards for a touchdown. The 2-point conversion run failed, and Crookston led 6-0, 5:48 remaining in the first quarter. On the ensuing kickoff, it was Hawley answering 12 seconds later. Sam Burkle, a 75-yard kickoff return. Burkle's kick was good, and Hawley had a 7-6 lead, and that's how the end of the first. That's how the score ended in the first quarter. We go to the second half. The Pirates put together their best drive of the season, hands down. It was a 15-play, 70-yard drive that took 7 minutes. and it was capped by a Jack Dota beautiful 18-yard pass to Ethan Bull in the corner of the end zone to give the Pirates a 12-7 lead with 10.5 minutes left in the half. The 2-point run failed, and Crookston had the 12-7 lead. Then with 3:06 left in the half, John Vetter scored on a 15-yard run. Sam Burkle kicks the extra point, and Hawley has the lead 14-12 at halftime. Other team stats, the Pirates had 5 first downs. Hawley had 4. Check that. They had 5. That touchdown, you get a first down on the touchdown. So both teams had 5 apiece. Penalties, Crookston had 5 for 35. Hawley had 4 for 40. The Pirates had 1 interception. Hawley had 1 interception. The punting, Crookston was 2 for 58 yards to Brooks Butt. And then Sam Burkle had 2 punts for 56 yards. Those are the stats. We will take a break. We'll be back, and we will see if we can talk with Coach Nats. That'll be coming up next as the Hawley Nuggets lead the Crookston Pirates 14-12 here on the halftime show on KROX. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, Tommy Helgeson here at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. We're down to 1 remaining 2020 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickup. Has a 3.5 EcoBoost engine, heated seats, and all the great options, including navigation. Original MSRP, $57,440. Buy this brand new truck now for $48,999. That's right, $48,999. That's used truck pricing right there on a brand new Ford F-150 at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Like us on Facebook and check us out at ChristianBrothersFord.com. At Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston, we make it easy.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Andy Omen State Farm at 218-281-3643 today.
My name is Cassie Rudy, Housing Manager at The Summit. During the month of September, we celebrate National Assisted Living Services. The Summit, located on Villa St. Vincent campus, is apartment rental with personalized assisted living services. We cater to adults 55 and older who cannot or prefer not to live in their own homes. Numerous services are coordinated, planned, and monitored for our tenants to ensure their health, safety, and well-being. We offer 24-hour supervision, enrichment programs, and assistance with the activities of daily living are provided in a respectful and welcoming environment.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
And welcome back as we take a look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We have another final, Mahnomen-Waban. They came away with a 41-8 victory over the Warroad Warriors. So a final there, Mahnomen-Waban, 41-6. And let's try to find that there, 41-6, write that down. And then Kitson County Central, they beat the Northern Freeze as well. So some games coming in as finals starting a little earlier. And let's see what else do we have now. And we're patiently waiting for for Hawley to break out of the huddle. So Coach Nats looks like has he broke out yet? So there we go, and we'll send it down if we can talk with him here. And Aaron tracking him down. It's the one in the hat there. My eyes are not as strong as they used to be, but Dilworth, Glendon, Felton leading Perham 34-0 at halftime. Pequot Lakes leading Fergus Falls 6-0 at halftime. And we'll send it down to Aaron now with Coach Nats. Aaron?
Well, Coach, Crookston got the first points of the game, but you guys were able to get a nice kickoff return, able to maybe even back out that momentum nicely.
Yeah, we're playing well defensively. Then they get a big play. You know, if we can eliminate the big plays, it'll be an easy second half for us. But for some reason, we're just not we're focused enough. We tried to flush that out here at halftime and get things squared away and get back on track here. They're not doing anything we didn't expect them to do. I think we're playing well defensively up front. Just kind of wetting our pants on defense in the secondary the first half. But I think we've got it cleared up, and they seemed, we told them to lose the memory. It's a new game.
And the penalties as well. Some of the penalties on the defensive side prolong some of the drives as well.
Well, yeah, inopportune penalties. Plus, you know, there's been a ton of penalties tonight on both sides, and you know that there's only one ref that hasn't thrown a flag yet. He gets his in, then they can stop throwing flags tonight. But yeah, we just got to come out and play our kind of football, and we'll be fine in the second half. First half of football we showed you guys tonight. That's the worst we played all year, and we have a lead. It's not pretty, but we're ahead, so that's part of it.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
You got it, man. Thanks.
That is Coach Peter Nats, and you can tell not exactly thrilled with his first half of play from his team. I haven't heard that one. We wet our pants in the backfield or in the secondary. So that's his way of saying we did not play well. So just in case you didn't pick that up, but the Pirates, this is their best half of the season thus far. So they're hoping that can continue here into the second half. Let's take a look at some other scores on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. End of the first quarter, end of the first half, Warren Alvarado Oslo leading Stephen Argyle 6-0. And Fertile Beltrami, they beat Park Christian by a score of 49-7. So Fertile Beltrami gets a win at number 3 on the young season as they continue to roll. $49-7 the final for Fertile Beltrami. And another final that we passed along earlier, it was Kitson County Central. They win again as they beat the Northern Freeze by a score of 33-0. So those are just some of the scores that we have at this time. Ada Borup leading Walker Hackensack Akeley 19-0. 9 minutes left in the first half there. At halftime, Polk County West leading Foston 42-0. Parker's Prairie leading Roseau 24-0. 6 minutes left in the first half. Last report there. So just some of these scores. Barnesville leading Pelican Rapids 14-6 at halftime. And we're about ready to get the second half underway. Pirates will be kicking off to start the second half.
I think you talked about it right before we went to Coach Lebarsky. He was talking with the side judge, kind of a longer discussion. I think it was talking about where they wanted to kick from, which side. So Crookston had a little bit of a discussion of which side they wanted to kick. So obviously they feel one side is a bit maybe better to be going offensively in that fourth quarter.
So we're about ready for the second half of play. Again, Crookston kicking off. Right to left. Brooks Butt doing the duties once again from the 40-yard line. A high end overhand kick going to be taken at about the 23-yard line. Returning it and getting hit right away is the Hawley Nugget. Who was that for the Pirates? That looks like that was Ethan Bohl.
Yeah, who else? Ethan Bohl with a nice play. It's a good start to the half. Get a nice tackle and, pin Hawley back. Don't let him get a nice return.
So it'll be first down and 10. Ball is at the 31-yard line for the Hawley Nuggets. And see if Coach Nats gave them some inspiration here for the second half with 11:55 remaining, just underway. Nuggets with that full backfield once again. Handoff right off to the right side. Big hole for Vetter. He breaks a couple tackles, breaks another to the 50, to the 45, 40, then steamrolls a tackler all the way up to the 35-yard line. That is a 35-yard run for John Vetter, his first carry of the game, and I would say there was a little bit of a pep talk there from Coach Nats, and Hawley, just like that, gets a first down, and they're in Pirate territory. And with those 35 yards, that will almost double the rushing yardage of the first half. First down and 10 for the Nuggets. Man in motion is Burkle. They're going to hand it off right side. Looking for some room. Breaking a couple tackles is Tibbetts, and he gets about an 8-yard gain. So Derek Tibbetts, he has 19 yards on 5 carries. That'll be second down and 2 for the Nuggets. So Hawley has come out strong here in the second half. They have 2 plays for 43 yards. Second down and 2. Underneath center, they go back with Brew. Brew has Burkle going in motion from right to left, and Brew will hand it off to Burkle. He's going to be taken down out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, but that's going to be a gain of about 8 yards. Maybe 7. They're going to mark it at the 19, so that'll be a 7-yard carry for Burkle. And the second first down of the half for Hawley as they continue to move pretty effortlessly down the field. 10:42 left. Clock is stopped after Burkle went out of bounds. Now the handoff. First man through on the right-hand side, right off the right cheek of the center. And waiting. Is that Burkle on the carry? Aaron?
Yeah, I thought it was Burkle was 21. The one who had it.
The problem with these offenses, they hide it so well, it's tough to see, especially way up here.
And Hawley's so bunched together with their offensive formation, too.
So a 4-yard carry. Now they're going to hand it off. I saw that one. Burkle, he is going to be pushed out of bounds. There is a flag thrown. So we'll wait to see what the penalty flag is. It's going to be holding against the Nuggets. So that'll bring them back. It'll be second down and 14 for Hawley. Underneath center is Brew. He has Burkle going right to left. Now Tibbetts goes left to right. A handoff to Burkle. He finds an opening along the far sideline. He breaks a couple tackles. He goes in for a touchdown. Wow, what a run by Burkle. With 9:37 left, he goes in from 24 yards out, and Hawley takes their biggest lead of the game, 20-12. 9:37 remaining in this third quarter. What a start for the Hawley Nuggets in the second half. Sam Burkle, 24-yard run for the touchdown. Now Burkle on to kick the extra point as well. And the snap, it's a good one. The kick is good, but we have a flag on the play. And it's going to be before the kick. It's going to be a false start against Hawley. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll make it the extra point kick 5 yards further away now. So Burkle on. The ball will be spotted at the 15. So that'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt. Snap a little high. The kick might have been partially blocked. That's wide left. So the kick fails. And Hawley, their lead is 20-12 over the Pirates. So 9:37 left, third quarter of play. Sam Burkle, a 24-yard run. The extra point kick fails, and Hawley has a 20-12 lead on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll keep it here as the Pirates will be back to receive. But what a answer there for the Hawley Nuggets. They had plays of 35, 24, 8, 7, 4, then a 10-yard holding penalty. So a 6-play, 69-yard drive that only took 2 minutes
Burkle kicking off for the Nuggets, deep for the Pirates.
and 18 seconds. Now Burkle on to kick. The end-over-end kick is going to be taken by Coet. Ooh, his knee was almost down. He'll run over to the near side. He gets away from a tackler. Then he runs out of real estate, and he's pushed down at the about 25-yard line. It looks like they're going to mark it. So with 9:31 remaining in this third quarter of play, Crookston will have it at their own 25-yard line.
25. The Nugget tackler on that play.
Again, after the game, we'll have the story, stats, scores, pictures, and more on our website at KROXAM.com, and click on sports. Pictures, we'll have the video replay, the coaches' comments, and all that good stuff. So the Pirates now, under center is Dota. Hand off, right side, not much room there. That's going to be actually a loss of a yard on the play for Ethan Bowl.
For the Pirates. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
So no gain is Bowl only his 4th carry of the game. He has 13 yards. Second down and 10 for Crookston. Just under 9 minutes remaining. Underneath center is Dota. One receiver split out to the near side. That's Woodman. And faking the handoff is Dota. He rolls out to his left. He's looking. He is brought down. I think the ball might have popped loose as well, but it was out of bounds. So
he actually that time threw it away right before he went out of bounds. He kind of just shuffled it right at the referee. So incomplete pass. Smart play by Dota.
That's the official. Did give the incomplete signal, and I think that's what, instead of a loss of a yard or two, it'll be an incomplete pass officially. So we have to mark that down. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Crookston. Receiver, Woodman, split out to the far side. Underneath center is Dota. He drops back. He flips a little pass. It's going to be caught by De Leon. That's only going to be a pass of about 4 yards on the play. De Leon with his 2nd reception of the game. He has 24 yards receiving. And the Pirates are going to have to punt on the 4th and 6. So Dota coming off. I think he might have got hit there. He might be having that bruised chest. Looks like they are going to have a Pirate maybe warm up here. So the punt for Butt, nice high booming punt taken at the 38-yard line. That's going to be returned. Now cutting it back to the middle up to the 50. Will be the Hawley Nuggets. And the return man there for the Nuggets is that Groton, I believe? And a 10-yard return. So that'll be 12, 22. That'll be a 34-yard punt for Butt. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawley Nuggets at their own 50-yard line. We have 7:44 remaining in this third quarter of play. Now handoff right side, and Oh, looks like maybe a fight over the ball there, but Tibbetts, I don't think he ever lost it, but it'll be a gain of about 7 yards on the play for Tibbetts. He has 15 yards on 2 carries in the second half, 26 yards in the game. Okay, De Leon in on the tackle along with George Whitman. So Brew, the quarterback again. No, excuse me. Looks like we're back to Groney. 2 backs in the backfield. One back, wing back goes in motion. Handoff right up the middle. Another big hole, and Vetter gets up to the 33-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10 yards on the play as John Vetter sort of taken over as the back of big runs here for the Hawley Nuggets. And that'll be a first down. 4th one of the quarter for the Hawley Nuggets, and they are dominating this third quarter early on.
Well, Vetter's just one of those guys that down the field just looks bigger than everyone else, and when you get him the ball with a couple of yards of steam underneath him, get right up the middle, he's a big guy and tough to tackle.
First down and 10 for the Nuggets at the Pirate 34-yard line. Groney hands it off to Burkle. Boy, he can really shoot forward quick, and he's going to get a gain of about 8 more yards on the carry. So 7, 10, and 8 yards, the 3 carries so far on this drive. It'll be 2nd and about 2 for the Hawley Nuggets as they are looking strong here. And Coach Nat's not happy, as you heard, with his halftime interview. And the players, they listened. They have come out strong here in this second half. Well, looks taking some warm-up throws here is for the Pirates. Looks like Jake Erickson. Now he pass over the middle, receiver there, and it overshoots the intended receiver, not knowing it was coming for him was Joey Ockrey. And Ockrey puts his hands on his helmet after saying, oh man, I didn't know he threw it already. So an incomplete pass. The Pirates get a break there.
Yeah, Ockrey probably should have been looking for that ball way sooner than I don't even know if he did look back for the ball at any point, but when you kind of see yourself open by 5 yards, you should probably start to, turn your head waiting for the ball instead of running your full route first.
3rd down and 2. And in motion, Tibbetts. Hand off to Vetter, jumps over a tackler, and then he gets the first down and more inside the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 more yards for Vetter. So Vetter, he has 3 carries in the half of 35, 10, and 12 yards. He has been tough. First down and 10. 5th first down of the quarter already for the Hawley Nuggets. That doubles their output in the game now. They started, they had 5 in the first half. They have 5 here in the third quarter. With their best drive of the game thus far. 5:17 remaining in this third quarter. And in motion, Tibbetts. Groney going to hold on to it, and he is going to be taken down. Coming up to make the tackle there for the Pirates will be Ethan Bowman, and that's going to be a loss of, they're going to give him forward progress and the fall forward, so that'll be no gain on the play for Groney.
I think there's going to be a holding call here on the Nuggets.
So a loss of, or no gain, and then they're going to have a holding penalty, another one. That is Hawley's 3rd penalty of this quarter. They have 3 penalties for 25 yards. That's now 7 for 65 yards in the game. So it'll be first down and 20 for Hawley at the Pirate 25-yard line. 4:48 remaining in this third quarter of play. Groney looks back, talks to Vetter. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting it here. Now man in motion is Tibbetts. It's going to go to Burkle. He tries to get out to the outside. He cuts it up the field, reads that perfectly, and then gets up to the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 yards for Sam Burkle.
Talked about at the beginning of the game that with all this misdirection on the Hawley offense that the Pirates are going to have to stay disciplined, and they did stay disciplined pretty well that time. I believe that was Bowman on the far right side who stayed with his mark and stayed with Burkle and kept him to just a short gain.
2nd down and 15. .353 remaining in this third quarter. The Nuggets underneath center, rolling out to the left, and a pass into the end zone. A receiver is there. It's caught, and a touchdown for the Nuggets. Oh, there was a perfect pass there for the Nuggets. That's too far for me to see that number.
Magnuson.
So Magnuson, he sneaks out, the tight end, and he gets the touchdown, and that was from, 15 yards out. So 3:41 remaining in this third quarter. Hawley scores again. So Garani, a 15-yard pass to Magnuson. And now the extra point kick for the Nuggets is good. So with 3:41 left in the third quarter of play, it's now a 27-12 lead for the Hawley Nuggets. We'll have the kickoff. That's going to be coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
You have a bad cold, a possible sinus infection, a UTI, a sprained ankle. Alltrue is making finding care of everyday ailments much easier. With Alltrue Express, we now offer e-visits, same-day, self-scheduled appointments, and we have a walk-in clinic. Visit Alltrue Clinic in Crookston, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and get care on your schedule. Learn more at alltrueexpress.org. That's alltrueexpress.org.
The Pirates trailing now 27-12. 2 third-quarter touchdowns for the Hawley Nuggets. Sam Burkle, 24-yard run. The extra point kick failed. And then a Grani 15-yard pass to Ethan Magnuson. The extra point kick was good, and it's now 27-12 with 3:41 remaining in this third quarter of play. So ready to kick will be Burkle. It's going to be one punched, kicked into the ground. Taking it's going to be Bull at about the 20-yard line. He shoves a tackler out of the way and then is taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So the Pirates will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 3:33 remaining in this third quarter of play. So the Pirates will have it 1st down and 10. Widman splits out to the far sideline. We have Bull as tailback. We have a new fullback in there for the Pirates. Now the snap, it's botched, and Hawley saying they have it, and they do. Coming out of the scrum is Wyatt Dunham. So Dunham, and the Pirates went with a new quarterback, and because Dota was re-injured that chest, and the first snap is a fumble. So a new quarterback, Pirates fumble it. That'll be their first fumble of the game. And the Nuggets will have it with 3:28 remaining in the third quarter at the Pirate 30-yard line. So Brew. And we're going to have, I believe, encroachment on the Pirates. And Aaron, was it Grani or Brew that threw that touchdown?
I had Grani.
Okay.
Yep.
Offside on the Pirates.
So Brew will come over as they continue to rotate Brew and Grani as the quarterbacks. So the Pirates, a 5-yard penalty, their first of the quarter. And it'll be 1st and 5 for the Nuggets, going left to right. Brew under center. Has a back right behind him. Now Burkle goes in motion from right to left. They hand off. Now pitching it out to Burkle. He looks, he cuts it up, he spins and gets close to a first down. See where they officially mark it. Well, that'll be a 4-yard gain for Burkle. The Pirates do have a player coming off the field. That'll be Ethan Bowl holding that left shoulder. 2:35 remaining. Hopefully Ethan just, I think he had a stinger in that first, or was it Barnesville? Can't remember which game it was, but he had a stinger in that same shoulder. 2nd and 1 for the Nuggets. Tibbetts goes in motion from left to right. He gets the handoff. He gets the first down and more inside the 15 down to the 14. He's still going, moving that pile forward up to the 11-yard line, and that'll be a 10-yard carry for Tibbetts. He now has 36 yards on 7 carries.
The stinger you were talking about with Bull, it was, I believe, last week against Barnesville, and I think he maybe hit that same spot. It was on the opening kickoff here of the second half when he made the tackle is when I think he got that stinger back in that shoulder area.
So the Nuggets, just under 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter, looking to score their 3rd touchdown of the quarter. Now the handoff went to the first man through. That's going to be a gain of a yard, possibly 2, up to the 10-yard line. So that'll be a 1-yard gain. Was that Burkle that got it?
I thought that was Vetter possibly.
Okay. So Vetter gets the 1-yard carry. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Hawley. Minute 10 remaining. Crookston 0-2 on the season. The Hawley Nuggets 1-1. Burkle goes from right to left, a sidestep. Then Tibbetts goes in motion. Handoff goes to Burkle. He finds a little bit of a hole, gets close to first down. He's still going, and just outside the end zone. That'll be another first down. So that'll be a 10-yard carry for Burkle. And that is the 7th first down of the quarter for the Nuggets. They had 5 in the first half. So we have 44.1 seconds left. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1. Pull back in the game with the tackle there. 34 seconds left. So time for at least one play here in the quarter. Nuggets have already scored twice. Underneath center is Brew. No, he's going to go off to the left. He's going to go in on the quarterback keeper. 12.5 seconds left. Brew with the 1-yard run. And Hawley now leads 33-12 with 3 touchdowns here in the third quarter. Now on to kick the extra point will be Burkle. That's the 5th touchdown of the game for the Hawley Nuggets. 3 of them here in this third quarter. Thankfully for the Pirates, there's only 12.5 seconds left of the quarter because it's been all Hawley. Burkle with the extra point kick. Boy, that's a nice one. Nice and high and through the uprights. So a Brew 1-yard run, and Burkle with the kick makes it 34-12. The Hawley Nuggets have really expanded their lead. We will take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff. That's going to be coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
On your side, got an early morning dead side. Looks like those braids aren't easy to tie. How do I retire at 55? That's why there's Nationwide for all your many sides. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
To learn more about how Nationwide can help protect your many sides, call Nathan Lebarsky at Crookston United Insurance or Conrad at Argyle United Insurance Agency.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information, yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real, and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. See Tom, Jim, or Nick at No Insurance Service at 114 South Main Street in Crookston, or call 281-4646, or visit noinsuranceservice.com. That's No Insurance Service in Crookston. Well, the kickoff for the Nuggets, a short little squib kick. It'll be taken at, well, the Pirates will have it at the 33-yard line. So Crookston will have it with 8 seconds left here at their own 33. It's been all Hawley here in the third quarter. 3 touchdowns. And the Pirates, they'll have the 2 backs in I formation. 1 receiver split out to the far side. And the handoff goes right side, then back up the middle, and finally getting thrown down was Ethan Bull. 1-yard gain, a hard-earned 1-yard gain for Bull. And that will be the end of the third quarter of play. So that's the end of the third quarter, 34-12. The Hawley Nuggets have the lead on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Geldwin Windows from Northern Lumber in Crookston can help improve the comfort and energy efficiency of your home while also providing style and long-lasting durability. Energy-efficient Geldwin Windows help maintain your home's comfort all year long, especially during the coldest and hottest months. Replacing single-pane glass windows with Geldwin Windows can save you $146 to $501 on energy costs annually. Stop by Northern Lumber at 311 North Broadway in Crookston today and talk with them about energy-efficient Geldwin Windows.
Are you thinking of adding a new piece of farm equipment? Ag Country Farm Credit Services can help you. Our equipment loan program offers low interest rates and great terms. Or maybe you prefer the financial flexibility that comes with a lease. No matter what you're looking for, we'll tailor a solution that works for you and your budget. Contact the experts in every field. Visit agcountry.com to get started.
Well, the Pirates will have the ball. Second down and 9. They're going to try a pitch out to Bull. He's not able to get out to the outside on the far sideline as he is taken down with a nice hit there for the Nuggets. Joey Ockery in on the tackle. No gain on the play for Ethan Bull. It'll be third down. Actually, it's third down and 9. Alfredo Beltrami, they beat Park Christian 49-7. Kitson County Central beat the Northern Freeze 33-0. Warren Alvarado Oslo leads Stephen Argyle 12-7 with 8 minutes left in the game there. Goodrich Grigla leads Winnimac 22-8 at the end of 3 quarters of play there. Third down and a long 9 for the Pirates. Dropping back, looking to pass, and firing one down the field, looking for Whitman. It's going to be picked off. Well, winging one up there was the new quarterback in the game, Jake Erickson, and it's going to be picked off by the Hawley Nuggets. Coming over and catching that one was Bryant Carlisle. So the Pirates had a fumble on their first possession on their last one. Then 3 plays in, they throw an interception. So Carlisle intercepts the pass. 10:53 remaining in the game. And Hawley will have it at their own 40-yard line. So the Pirates 2 turnovers on their last 2 drives. Now checking into the game for the Pirates will be Carenta, 6'2", 168-pound sophomore. Underneath center, we'll go back with Grani as the quarterback. And he hands it off right up the middle. Not much room, maybe a yard, possibly 2 on the play. Getting up off the bottom of the pile will be, well, we're seeing some new players in for the Nuggets now. That'll be Benjamin Gieslin. So Gieslin gets his first carry. We'll give him 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. Now a pitch out to Tibbetts. Tibbetts has a blocker in front. He gets the first down across the 50 to the 40, down to the 35 before he's taken out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. That'll be a 26-yard run for Tibbetts. And he now has 62 yards on 8 carries, does Tibbetts. And another timeout going to be called. 10:07 remaining in the game, 34-12. Hawley getting big chunks of yardage on this drive. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
We're talking with Trevor Ropel at Choice Therapy.
We provide patient-centric care and flexible scheduling combined with the highest quality care to address all your aches and pains. Our goal is to get you back to your life the way you want it. You have the right to choose your provider. We accept all insurance and even offer free screenings. Call 218-470-0132 or stop in and talk to us at 1728 North Front Street. Just make sure to tell your physician you want to go to Choice. Your life, your health, your choice.
Well, after the timeout, Hawley will have it 1st and 10 at the Pirate 32-yard line. Taking a look at some scores we have. A final, Mahnomen-Waubun beat Warroad 41-6. Barnesville leading Pelican Rapids 22-14. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter there. So the Nuggets with it. And Grani, the handoff goes to the right side. Not a lot of room there. And a quick hit there for the Pirates. And that'll be a gain of 1 for Donovan Stock. So Stock with a carry of 1 yard on the play. And we do have an injured Pirate. It looks like that is Jaron Bailey. He did get injured in the game against Barnesville. Or no, that's not. Is that 51?
Yep, that's Bailey.
Okay. These numbers, the front of the jersey, they get crunched up so you can't read them. They're huge numbers, maybe too big. That's better than the uniforms they had a few years ago where the numbers were too small. So next uniforms will be right in the middle. 2nd down and 9. But there's not numbers big enough for my eyes that are getting worse each year. Now the handoff goes right side again to Stock. Boy, he's a little water bug. He gets up across the 25 down to about the 24. That'll be a gain of about 6 yards. So 6 yards for Stock. He has 2 carries for 7 yards. 3rd and 2, we'll call it. Ness and Bowman in on the tackle for the Pirates. Hawley dominated the 3rd quarter. They lead 34-12. 8:45 remaining in this game. Now the handoff goes left side. Stock once again. He gets tripped up. But that's going to be more than enough for a first down as he gets down to the 16-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 7 yards on the play for Stock. 3 carries for 14 yards. First and 10 at the Pirates' 16-yard line now for the Nuggets. Grani under center. And, there's movement all over there. We're going to have a false start against the Nuggets. So Hawley, a loss of 5 there on their 8th penalty of the game. That'll be first and 15 for the Nuggets. They have 8:14 remaining. Well, East Grand Forks, they beat Park Rapids 27-0. Now a pitch out to the right side, trying to cut it back up to the middle as Stock. He gets up to the 15-yard line, so he'll get those penalty yards back and a little more. So a gain of 7 more for Stock. So De Leon. And on the tackle for the Pirates, it'll be 2nd and 9 now after we gave him 7. We'll have to mark it back down to 6 for Stott. So 2nd down and 9. 7:13 remaining. Hawley just trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. If they can punch another one in, they'd take it. Now the handoff goes to Stock again. He lowers his shoulder, runs over a Pirate tackler inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. That's going to be an 11-yard carry for Stock. Oh, he's been tough here.
Oh, he runs hard. If he even sees a hole, he's going to get to his top speed quickly, and he's going to hit it as fast as he can.
So it'll be first and goal at the 5-yard line. And we'll see what the Nuggets do. Well, they're going to keep it on the ground. They have Grani, one back right behind him, then 2 wing backs, one to each side. And a handoff goes to Stock. He gets through, and he broke a couple tackles and squirmed out of one. And no, that's not Shank.
It's Lucas Schenk.
Yeah, that's Shank that gets the touchdown, excuse me. Number 10, not 14. So Shank on his first carry, he gets a touchdown. So Shank gets the touchdown, a 10-yard run, and with 6:38 remaining in the game, Hawley has scored 4 unanswered here in the second half. So Shank at 5-yard, has a 5-yard run, right?
Yep, 5-yard touchdown.
Now the extra point kick is through the uprights for Burkle. So Shank a 5-yard run. His first carry of the game is a touchdown, and boy, that was a nice hard run. He was wrapped up and then just sort of ducked out of a tackle, squirmed his way out. He gets the 5-yard run for the touchdown, and then the Burkle kick is good, and the Hawley Nuggets now lead at 41-12. 41-12 is the score. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff coming up right after this. Well, the Pirates trying to get something positive going here in this fourth quarter. There hasn't been much. It's been all Hawley. Or in the second half, we should say. Now the short kick is going to be taken by one of the Pirate upmen, taken down at the 35-yard line. On the return was That's Romero. So it'll be 1st and 10. The Pirates have it at their own 35-yard line. Coach Nats of the Hawley Nuggets, he was not happy, as you heard his interview at halftime, with his team's play. Said it was their worst half of the season thus far. Well, he's going to be a lot happier with their second half. They have been outstanding. And Hawley, they did that with a lot of backups, if not all backups in the game.
It's been a total flip of the script here in the second half. Crookston really hasn't been able to get much going offensively like they were in the first half.
So the Pirates have to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. We just had this final as well. The Osaka Silver Streaks beat Staples Motley 45-0. The Pirates will play Staples Motley last game of the regular season on MEA weekend, or like Wednesday is the weekend for MEA week. But we'll keep it here during this timeout. So that's another score update. So Osaka beats Staples Motley 45-0. And I don't see that one on our scoreboard. So we'll have to add that a little later here. See if we can find you any other scores. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton leading Perham 40-0. 3 minutes left in the third. A last update there. Fergus Falls leads Pequot Lakes 7-6 at the end of 3. Parker's Prairie beat Roseau 32-6. Detroit Lakes leading Thief River Falls 21-0. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter there. Now we have another flag after the timeout, and it's going to be against Hawley. They have somebody lined up in the across the line of scrimmage. So Hawley gets a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and 5. First and 5. Pirates have Woodman split out to the far side. 2 backs in the I formation behind the quarterback. And now the ball squirms loose. The ball is still loose, and there is a scrum. And, the Pirates backup quarterback here struggling to hold on to the ball. And the Pirates will jump on top of it, and that was...
I think Ethan Bull had the recovery.
So Ethan Bull will get credit for the 6 yards. And that is a first down, the first of the second half for the Pirates. Some scores: Fertile Beltrami beat Park Christian 49-7. East Grand Forks beat Park Rapids 27-0. Kitson County Central beat the Northern Freeze 33-0. Monoma Waban beat Warroad 41-6. Some finals that we have. Also, Parker's Prairie beat Roseau 32-6. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Underneath center. Oh, we got to mark that fumble down too. So Erickson, he keeps it. He bounces out to the far side. He's going to be taken down at about the 38-yard line. Or the 42, excuse me. That'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play for Erickson. Did you just say panful? That's what I thought I heard. They're second down and 13. Corky Reynolds, the PA extraordinaire here at Crookston football hockey games, said he was tackled by a panful of Nuggets. So it'll be 2nd and 13. The Pirates taking some time off the clock here. 4:35 remaining. It's been all Hawley here in the second half. They lead 41-12. At halftime, it was 14-12. Now the handoff right side, looking for some room as Bull. He gets out to the 45, to the 40. He's still going to the 30, down to the 25, and to the 22-yard line. A 36-yard run for Ethan Bowl. That's by far his longest run of the season. And that will be another first down for the Pirates. That is their second of the half. So bringing in the play will be George Woodman. First and 10 at the Hawley's 22-yard line. Bull, the fullback. You have Romero as the tailback in I formation. One receiver split out to the far side. That's Woodman. Under center is Erickson. Erickson fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. He has some room. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to go. He's going to get the first down and more as he lowers his shoulder and runs into a Hawley tackler. Nice hard run by Erickson. He's had a hard time. I'm sure jitters had something to do with it, but he's come in and settled in nicely on that run. That'll be a 17-yard carry for Erickson. And another Crookston Pirate first down, third of the quarter and the half. So it'll be first and goal at the 6-yard line. So 3:15 remaining. Under center is Erickson. Two backs in the backfield. One receiver split out to the near side. That's Woodman. Dropping back, Erickson. He rolls out to his right. Fires a pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade DeLeon. A 6-yard touchdown pass from Erickson to DeLeon. And the Pirates get their second offensive touchdown of the season. Second passing touchdown of the season.
Well, that time they went with some play action to Ethan Bowl. It sucked the defense in, and on the rollout then off to the right, it gave just one Hawley defender to cover two players.
Erickson, a 6-yard pass to Cade DeLeon, the senior tight end, getting, I believe it's his first touchdown. 41-18 is the score. Now going for two will be the Pirates. They're going to fake the handoff. Erickson looking. He'll lob it up into the end zone, and it's batted away. The pass fails. So 41-18 is the score. The Hawley Nuggets have the lead over the Crookston Pirates. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
We're down to one remaining 2020 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickup. Has a 3.5 EcoBoost engine, heated seats, and all the great options, including navigation. Original MSRP $57,440. Buy this brand new truck now for $48,999. That's right, $48,999. That's used truck pricing right there on a brand new Ford F-150 at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Like us on Facebook and check us out at ChristianBrothersFord.com. At Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston, we make it easy.
Eliminate the mess and clutter around your house using trash bags from Ruffy's that you can find at Crookston Hardware Hank. They're durable enough to handle family reunion-sized cleanups and cost less than the other brands, making them the best value for your dollar. From contractor bags to drum liners, each bag holds 55 gallons. Stop by Crookston Hardware Hank. Pick some up today. Ruffy's Trash Bags.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank Hardware Hank.
Well, we just received a final score. Goodridge Grigla, they a mild upset, I would say. They beat Winnimac 28-22. So a nice win there for the Chargers. And now the kickoff for the Pirates. A little squib-style kick. And it goes out of bounds. Well, we'll see what I think Hawley's just going to take it at the 35. And it looks like they will, or are they going to make them? Yeah, it looks like they're bringing out the offense here. So again, Goodridge Grigla knocks off Winnimac 28-22. 2:58 remaining. 41-18 is the score. Under center. Handoff goes right up the middle to Tibbetts. He'll get a gain, that's not Tibbetts. Should have known better. That'll be Gieslin. So Gieslin with the 1-yard gain.
Second and 9 for the Nuggets.
2:28 remaining. Hawley just going to try to run down this clock, leading 41-18, looking to improve to 2-1 on the season. The Pirates will drop to 0-3. Crookston will be at home next weekend. Hand off to Gieslin, right up the middle, gets about 2 yards on the carry. So 2:05 left. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Minute 45 left. Hawley doing exactly what they want. They'd like to get a first down here to keep that clock rolling. Now the handoff goes right side to Stock, and he's going to get that first down up to the 46-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8 yards. So 39 yards on 6 carries for Stock. That is another first down for the Nuggets. Minute 18 remaining. Again, some scores we have. Fertile Trammy victorious over Park Christian 49-7. They improved to 3-0. East Grand Forks beat Park Rapids 27-0. Goodrich Griglow over Winnimac 28-22. Handoff right up the gut and getting tripped up at the 45-yard line. We do have a flag thrown late. And that was going to be a shank on the run, but it's holding. So a hold. That's a 10-yard penalty against the Nuggets. 57.4 seconds left. Continuing our draft sports bar and grill scoreboard update, Kitson County Central beat the Northern Freeze 33-0. Parker's Prairie beat Roseau 32-6, and Monoman Waban beat Warroad 41-6. Some finals. Bemidji at Moorhead, that was canceled. Bemidji having COVID issues. So 1st and 20 for Hawley. They'll hand it off right side, looking for an opening along the far sideline, getting back to the original line of scrimmage and almost a first down. That'll be Stock once again, and that's going to be about an 18-yard gain. 57 yards on 7 carries for Stock.
I think that might have been Kopachik, actually.
Okay.
I think it might have been a keeper.
So an 18-yard gain on the quarterback keeper, and that's going to be the ball game. The final score, the Hawley Nuggets with an impressive second half. They blew open a 14-12 game at halftime. They scored 4 touchdowns, 3 in the third quarter. 1 was 6:38 left in the fourth, and they cruised to a 41-18 victory over the Crookston Pirates. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll talk with, we'll see if we can get an interview or comments from Coach Nats. We will also talk with Coach Nate Lebarsky of the Crookston Pirates. We'll take a look at the stats in our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, all of that and more. And that's all going to be coming up here in the post-game show. Again, we'll try to talk with both coaches, and we will have those interviews and all the stats and all the scores. That's all going to be coming up here in the post-game show. The Hawley Nuggets victorious tonight, 41-18 with an impressive second half of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back and have the post-game show. That's coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it's important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. To help you with your busy schedule, the Crookston office now has extended hours on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They also have a second location in Fosston to offer even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or are looking for your next pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget, Smith, and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 281-2020 for the Crookston and Fosston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Will guide your project from concept to completion. Widset, designing structures and systems since 1975. Visit them at widset.com or stop by the Widset office, 216 South Main in Crookston. Widset, Smith Nolting is now Widset. Shorter name, same long history.
Well, welcome back to the post-game show. As well, we'll see if we can talk with Coach Peter Nats and let's see. We'll see if we can get Coach Nats and get his post-game comments. And obviously he's going to be a little happier than he was at halftime, saying that his team played their worst half of the season in that first half. Well, they answered and came out strong in that second half and really flexed their muscles. So we'll see if we can get his post-game comments coming up here in the post-game show. Just a quick tallying up the final stats here. And we'll wait for Aaron to track down. And Aaron, as soon as you get them, just give me a shout there. Well, let's take a look at the stats for Crookston. Ethan Bull had 8 carries for, 14, 20. That would be 8 carries for 56 yards, including his 8th carry was a 36-yarder. Antonio Romero had 8 carries for 1 yard. Jack Dota had 8 carries for 30 yards. Erickson had 2 carries for 14 yards. Passing-wise, Dota was 4 of 7 with 1 interception. And then Erickson was 1 for 1 for 6 yards and a touchdown. Bull had 2 receptions for 19 yards. De Leon had 2 receptions He had 3 receptions for 30 yards in the game. And for Hawley, Sam Burkle had 10 carries for 77 yards. John Vetter had 9 for 67. Carson Brew had 2 for 4. Derek Tibbetts had 8 for 62. Giesland had 3 for 5. Stock had 6 for 39 yards. Grani had 1 for 5. And Shank had 1 for 5. And Kopacek had 1 for 18 yards. Those were the individual stats for the two teams. And as soon as Aaron gets Coach Nats, we will...
All right, Chris, you ready?
Yep, and take it away, Aaron.
All right, Coach. Well, you talked about at halftime how it's probably the worst half you guys had played this season, the first half. Much better in the second half. You started with a very strong first drive.
We did. We knew we were going to get the ball. We were just a little off. We didn't travel together today. We had 2 separate buses, and one was a half hour later. And you know, we had some question marks whether Johnny Vetter was going to play at all tonight, and he had a game of the year so far for him at fullback for us. Just a lot of question marks and a lot of unknowns, and I think we let that get to us in the first half, and we just went back into the halftime and said, guys, you got to quit bitching at each other. You got to play together, start making plays, and just get back, get rid of that. That half is over with. Let's move on, get into the second half, and play like you can play. And I mentioned this is the worst half we played all year. And look at the scoreboard. We're in the lead. So I said, that's a good thing. So we start to click. Things will start getting better for us for sure. And they did. And you could see the emotion our kids played with in the whole second half. Our JV guys got in there the last 2 drives and moved the ball, had a good time with that. And they hit. Our JV kids came in and they hit like they belonged there. And that was really good to see. We haven't had that in Hawley for a few years. It's good to see that stuff coming back.
And on the defensive side, you held Crookston without a first down until late in that fourth quarter, so the defense showed up as well.
Yeah, they did. We did. We prepared. We got our kids pretty well prepared this week. They didn't do as much as I thought they were going to do from what we saw last week on the other film from Barnesville. But, you know, they've got some kids that really bring it, and they got a ways to go, but that's a decent football team. They're not going to get pounded by anybody for a whole game, and they showed that tonight. They came out ready to play, and they stuck it to us in the first half.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Congrats on the win.
You got it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And that is Coach Peter Nats, and we thank him for talking with us here in the post-game show. We will take another break, and we will be back, and we will hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. His team was trailing 14-12 at halftime. But then the second half, it was all Hawley as they come away with a 41-18 victory. We'll take a break. We'll be back and talk with Coach Nate Lebarsky. That's going to be coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Hi, Tommy Helgeson here at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. We're down to one remaining 2020 Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab pickup. Has a 3.5 EcoBoost engine, heated seats, and all the great options, including navigation. Original MSRP, $57,440. Buy this brand new truck now for $48,999. That's right, $48,999. That's used truck pricing right there on a brand new Ford F-150 at Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston. Like us on Facebook and check us out at ChristianBrothersFord.com. At Christian Brothers Ford in Crookston, we make it easy.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Andy Ohm at State Farm at 218-281-3643 today.
My name is Cassie Rudy, Housing Manager at The Summit. During the month of September, we celebrate National Assisted Living Services. The Summit, located on Villa St. Vincent campus, is apartment rental with personalized assisted living services. We cater to adults 55 and older who cannot or prefer not to live in their own homes. Numerous services are coordinated, planned, and monitored for our tenants to ensure their health, safety, and well-being. We offer 24-hour supervision, enrichment programs, and assistance with the activities of daily living are provided in a respectful and welcoming environment.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer. delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
And welcome back to, and let's see here what happened. Oh, there we go. So welcome back to the post-game show, as we're now joined by the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. And Coach, first of all, let's talk about that first half that you had. What a effort there by your guys, and you were able to come away with an interception return for a touchdown by George Widman. Returned it 57 yards, made a couple nice cuts, and what a way to get you going.
Yeah, what a play by George. Just nice, read it well, and then made a couple cuts in there, by golly. And George was able to scoot into the end zone, and it's so nice to see the excitement on the sideline from all the guys. I mean, we hadn't been in the end zone all year long, and so that was great to see. We have to make sure we temper our excitement a little bit.
You're a little too excited for that extra point, but he read it well and was able to jump into the lane and make that catch, and just a good all-around play for George.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, then he turned into a running back, actually. Red made a cut or two, maybe had a block out there, and there's another thing is that we're hustling and helping our teammate, which we're trying to get better at as well, and just be all around the field. So.
The bad news is they answered with a 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and they took the lead with the extra point kick. But obviously, not the answer. The following kickoff you were hoping for.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by we maybe need to temper our enthusiasm a little bit, just kind of stay a little bit more even keeled. Well, although it's hard when you haven't scored yet this year, not to get excited obviously about a touchdown, but. Yeah, we didn't stay in our lanes very well on the kickoff cover in an area that they took advantage of, and we have played some young guys on kick return or kickoff cover and all special teams really, and so they're getting a taste of the physicality on that too. So,
after that you put a beautiful drive together. You started with the ball, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. You put a 15-play, 70-yard drive. And then you cap it with a 18-yard pass from Jack Dota to Ethan Bull in the end zone for a touchdown. But what a fantastic drive by your team, the best one of the year by far.
Yeah, absolutely. We were really, really happy with the way they were grinding it out, and that's kind of will be our MO this year. We're of course you always hope for an explosive play here and there, but we're gonna have to grind out first down, stay on a drive. And try to keep our defense off the field, and that's helpful. Obviously, you can see in the first half that our defense doesn't have to be out there all the time.
And Jack, he really showed that he was comfortable there at quarterback. You're rolling him out, and I think you found a new thing for Jack.
Yeah, and he used the play action very well. Got out of the pocket, and one thing that's kind of crazy for Jack is he's a right-handed quarterback, but he throws really well running to his left.
He threw a perfect pass there to Ethan Bull in the end zone. You get the touchdown, and you regain the lead 12-7, and you had to be pretty happy with your team's effort that far.
Yeah, absolutely. We're trying to be competitive in games. We're taking baby steps with a fairly young team and trying to be competitive, and obviously we were at that point. So.
Then they answered about a little over 7 minutes later. Vetter had a 15-yard run. They regained the lead with 3:06 remaining in the half, a 14-12 lead. And still, even with that touchdown, you had to be pretty happy with your team's first half effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Going in a half, you're in a game. You put a drive together in the first half, and so it's a 2-point game. It's anybody's game. So, yeah, the coaching staff and myself were certainly happy.
As you get ready for the second half, you start the third quarter on defense. Hawley takes it, and they put a pretty impressive drive together right away. Sam Burkle scored on a touchdown run just about 2.5 minutes into the third quarter, and they take the lead, but they really marched it down.
Yeah, they did, and they came out after halftime with, certainly physicality, and were leaning on us up front. They're strong, good sized team, and we had a little tough time controlling them on that drive, and they went down and scored. Yep.
And then they scored 2 more times in that third quarter and take a 34-12 lead, and they were very strong in that third quarter.
Yeah, they were. And we have there again. We had times get wore down, and when we're running guys in, there's, not necessarily that they're all young, but we're fairly inexperienced at some spots of the guys that we do run in the game, and all this kind of all these snaps that they're getting right now are adding to their to them being able to play with a little bit more experience down the road. So, do we always have the most experience on the field? No, not necessarily. But are they getting reps and getting better? For sure.
The Hawley scores again about halfway through the fourth quarter, but then you finished strong, and you had some different guys in there. You have Erickson at quarterback. The beginning of his quarterback was a little tough, but he showed some pretty good poise and was able to put a nice touchdown drive together and a nice pass to K. De Leon.
Well, I will say that Jake literally did kind of get thrown in the fire a little bit because he hadn't worked much quarterback all camp except for this week, and he's quarterbacked some teams in the past, 7th and 8th grade and things like that. So he's played the position, but he didn't mind jumping in there, and I give him credit for that. We need to work on low ball security, and obviously the center snap exchange wasn't the best on the first play, but Jake's a good athlete, and sometimes you just let the good athletes go out there and make plays. So.
And he showed had the botch snap right away the first play, and then he had a fumble a little later, but it didn't bother him, and that tells you something about the kid.
That is really key with that position. It can't bother you, and because you need to be the leader of the huddle, you need to be calm, and bad things happen. You got to just be able to move on, and you got to be able to pick your teammates up.
Then he finds K. De Leon in the end zone for a touchdown, and nice to get Kate a touchdown as well.
Really nice to get Kate a touchdown. He's worked really, really hard all year long. We've asked him to play a different position this year, and we asked him to play a lot of snaps on defense as well. So him getting rewarded with a touchdown is well deserved.
Obviously a tough loss, tough second half. You fall 41-18, but you can take a lot of good things away from this game.
That's kind of what we talked about at the end too. It's not where we wanted to be on the scoreboard, but let's take some positives out of it too, because we hadn't scored yet, and we scored 3 times and once on defense. So are we taking steps in the right direction? I think so. I think our effort is good, and I mean we need to continue to keep learning and growing as a team and doing it together.
And now you get ready to host Frazee, who is a team I would say probably similar to Hawley. So it's another team that you can be competitive with.
Yeah, I think one of the goals, each week is we have to find a way to match teams' physicality, especially up front. Mm-hmm. There isn't going to be a team that isn't going to be physical there, and we have to be able to match that. We need to be able to run the football. We really do. We need to find a way to do that, and we'll get back to the drawing board. We're able to. I'm really excited about this, is that we're able to take our team to the UND football game tomorrow as a team. And so we're going to go over there and maybe watch how they prepare and watch your position and gain a little knowledge and go have some fun there as a team. I'm excited about that, and we'll get ready to go and prepare on Monday for Frazee.
And UND, who would ever play there?
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's fun for you to go back and watch your alma mater.
It is fun to go back, and Coach Schweigert was a defensive backs coach when I was at UND, and so I've known him for a long time. Really, really solid guy with a solid coaching staff, and if we get a chance to talk to him, great. If we don't, we'll be able to be down on the field for warm-ups and stuff like that. Kids will get a chance, if they haven't experienced that before, we'll be able to experience it.
That'll be that'll be something that they won't probably forget. It'll be a great experience.
I hope so. Yeah, it should be a fun day.
No, pretty cool that you did that. Also, we should mention your 3rd and 4th graders were down here. That was pretty cool. They were having a blast.
I will tell you what, they were extremely energetic. Man, we had to keep them off the field sometimes. So, no, that was so fun. I mean, I'm glad Katie Katie Fee helped called me and was wondering if we could set something like that up, and we did through Andrea at City Hall, and it was so good to have those kids out there. That energy is always welcome. It just does wonders for our guys. So.
And speaking of a memorable experience, that's something these kids will remember for years to come.
Yeah, and we talked about it at practice too, is that little eyes are always watching you, right? And so you have to realize that, you have to do things the right way, carry yourself the right way. We're working on doing that as a team, and I think it's, it will certainly help our young kids as well.
And those kids look up to the Pirates.
Absolutely. So. It was really, really fun to see their interaction with them, and they get excited when kids want to be around.
Coach, again, saw a lot of good things you can carry over into next week as you get ready for homecoming, and hopefully it'll be a great week of practice, and best of luck against Frazee.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you. That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarsky. We thank him for coming up and talking with us here in the post-game show. Well, the lights are off. I think they're trying to kick us out here. So we will take a look at our scoreboard update. First of all here, we can tell you the final score here in Crookston. It was the Hawley Nuggets 41 and the Crookston Pirates 18. Other finals that we have, Fertile Beltrami beat Park Christian 49-7. East Grand Forks beat Park Rapids 27-0. Detroit Lakes beat Thief River Falls 28-0. Goodridge Grigla, they beat Winnimac 28-22. Kitson County Central beat the Northern Freeze 33-0. Parker's Prairie beat Roseau 32-6. Mahnomen Waban beat Warroad by a final score. And let's see what else we have here on the scoreboard. We have just running through some of the final now. Warren Alvarado Oslo, they got a win over Stephen Argyle by a score of 18-13. The final score there. So the Ponies improved to 3-0 and having this all without their starting quarterback who hurt his knee, tore his ACL in one of the first practices of the season. So Warren Alvarado Oslo with an 18-13 victory over Stephen Argyle. Other scores, a final, it was Badger Greenbush Middle River. They beat Lake of the Woods by a score of 30-14. So a lot of finals coming in fast and furious now. Then also a final here. We have... Well, that might be it for the 9-man. Let's check Class A scores. Lake Park Audubon, they beat Red Lake by a score of 51-0. And still no score on Red Lake County and Bagley, or Frazee and Breckenridge either. So Parker's Prairie beat Roseau 32-6. Here's a final. Polk County West beat Foston 42-6. So those are some of the scores. We'll be adding the scores to our website throughout the evening, KROXAM.com. Go to sports on the drop-down menu, go to days of the week, and then click on Friday. We'll have all the scores there. Again, the final team stats for both teams. The Crookston Pirates had 101 yards rushing, 49 yards passing for 150 yards total offense. Hawley, they had 286 yards rushing, 32 yards passing for 318 yards of total offense. The final score here from the UMC Crookston Field, it was the Hawley Nuggets improving to 2-1 on the season, and the Crookston Pirates will drop to 0-3 as Hawley comes away with a 41-18 victory. Again, Crookston will be hosting Frazee for homecoming next Friday. That is a 6 o'clock start, so we'll have the pregame show at 5:20. We thank you for listening, and we thank Aaron Morse down on the sideline snapping pictures and also doing the sideline duties. Also for Wyatt Morrell as writing the story here. We had Macy Fee on the camera. We thank everybody. And, of course, we thank our sponsors. Without the sponsors, we would not be able to broadcast these games, whether it's the KROX stream or on the radio. By the cameras, the equipment that we have looks like an aisle from Best Buy here on the countertop. So, but we thank all the sponsors, because without them sponsoring the games And without you watching, they wouldn't want to sponsor. And without you listening, they wouldn't want to sponsor the game. So make sure you thank those sponsors. The best way to do that is to patronize their business, or at the very least tell them thank you for being a sponsor of exciting Crookston Pirate athletics all school year long. The final score from Crookston, it was the Hawley Nuggets 41 and the Crookston Pirates 18. Thanks for listening, and have a great evening, everybody.